What the fuck is going on? Because I have excellent connection, but I actually had to go to Test Manager to get out of OBS. Like, I clicked the X on OBS and it wouldn't close. I had to go to Test Manager instead out of OBS using Test Manager. What the fuck? The X on OBS. Okay, so sound's working. I have sound. What the fuck?
So it is what it is. I had fun with it, but I was supposed to talk about kind of the fallout of that today. What games were announced, the release dates and everything. And the truth is I just can't do that. I have to talk about more serious matters here about my business.
Guys, I'm going to talk about my business.
I want to talk about games. I want to talk about fun. And I can't do that now because of the malicious actions of people who think that they can just...
Malicious actions, guys.
Which is not the case, but because it's on the internet, they tend to get away with it more often than not. So, first of all, I want to say in advance, thank you to the moderators who are already here helping. I know for a fact this stream's...
So the moderators banning everyone, guys.
As I go through what's going on and you know, my plans and everything. And I appreciate that. I would ask if you are someone who's watching this live, please be understanding and considerate of the fact that I'm pretty upset right now. I'm going to try to do my best to remain calm and not lose my...
Remain calm. That knee is bouncing so fucking hard, dude.
...mind. And also, please understand that I would love to have just done a normal show today on time. I would have loved to do gameplay with you guys on time. I can't because of what's going on.
You can start gameplay right meow instead of bitching.
So we're going to talk about that because now some people are asking, well, what's going to happen with gameplay? What actually happened? We're going to talk about that right now, okay? All right, so allow me to get started, right? So as you guys know, on DSP Gaming, I don't infringe anyone's copyright. Everything I do
yes, you do.
Fair use, right?
No, you don't.
You know that. And I don't break any community guidelines on YouTube. I stay within my road. Maybe back in the day, you could argue 10 years ago, a lot of the stuff I did was risque. Even back then, I didn't violate YouTube's community guidelines, okay? Over time, things change, and now people tend to have difference of opinion on what's allowed and what's not on the internet, and I totally understand that. But luckily, in regards to YouTube...
luckily, he's matured, guys. Oh, wait, a lot of the hateful slurs come from this year, when he's 40.
YouTube, you're not going to get
Isaac Himmler
did long in the past that today could be considered maybe not so kosher or acceptable. You see what I'm saying? That's definitely a good thing because, man, said and done. Take a look at me reacting to things like my Down the Rabbit Hole video recently and cringing at my past and the stuff I used to do. And I've made a concerted effort.
Yes, it is, Disco Dancer.
To do better. Okay, I have.
No, you haven't. Shut the fuck up.
Sadly, changing myself in the last 5 years has really not helped in regards to the crazy mob of people on the internet that hate me. In fact, it's almost like because I don't regularly do those wrong things anymore, their ire against me is even worse.
Regularly. So you still do them, just not as often. Yes, I still rape and murder children, but I don't do it as often, guys, so it's okay.
Don't ask me how that makes any logical sense. I don't think it does. But then again, you know, people like you and me who are logical humans don't think the same.
You're not logical or human. You're a pig roach.
Trying to bring down others, right? So, in this regard, you know, I don't know what else you can do to appease a certain group. And so rather than
hey, Mew Mew,
and you guys know that over the last 5+ years,
he claims he got copyright strikes, but he's already back.
Style of content that I put out on
when I got false copyright strikes from George Senda, it took me roughly 12 to 14 days to get it all cleared up.
Admittedly, I'm not risking
his was cleared instantly.
I have more meaningful streaming conversations with my audience now than I feel like I ever did.
Sounds like he's faking that shit.
I did that big change in the last year.
Try 3 days ago.
Okay.
Actually, no, it was yesterday.
Became a full-time content.
There was multiple times where he was busting out the I am Japanese voice and all that.
And it's been a rough ride.
Just yesterday he was being racist.
On Twitch that I lost when I jumped over to YouTube. Okay? And again, you look at the situation, you're like, okay, so what has really happened in the last year in regards to DSP Gaming as a whole? Well, the channel's grown. I've added a lot more content that people have wanted. I've listened directly to feedback and changed for what my viewers tell me for the better. You know, I've pretty much tried to do everything right. And of course, I'm a flawed human and I make mistakes all the time. I lose my temper, I lose my cool, you know, say things that are stupid or whatever. But for the most part, if you watch my content, it's pretty relaxed, it's pretty chill and fun and interactive with my audience. If anything, the one thing that people seem to still have issue with is the fact that I ask for support, right, on my streams.
You don't ask for support, you beg.
Support. You know, I
you beg.
Years and years ago, that was much better. Now I'm in a financial situation that's not so great, and that's for various different reasons of which we don't need to talk about specifically. But the problem is, he'll
go to KO Gaming. He'll go to
if I don't make
the King of Hate vlogs. He'll go to Twitch.
I can't pay my bills for the week, and that sucks. It's a terrible feeling. As a result of that, people on the internet have made a concerted effort, these who don't like me, by the way, to make up conspiracy theories and all kinds of fucked up things about me.
Bullshit.
And try to post them up on the internet as facts, despite the fact that they're not facts. Right?
But they are. Shut the fuck up.
Very, very big, corrupted, toxic twistings of a nugget of truth that turn it into a giant conspiracy theory.
Nugget of truth, so it is true.
And recently, obviously, they've doubled and tripled down on a few of their different conspiracy theories that are not true. But again, if
that
I
are
sit
true
here and try to debunk them or whatever, there's no point. Because the moment that I try to debunk one thing, 10 more things come up. I'm not exaggerating. In the last week, just one of them I mentioned on my stream, and then immediately when I said, oh, well, this is really what happened, a troll came on the stream and said, what about this and this and this? So that's what they are. They move the goalpost. So the thing is with people like this, you can't ever change their mind or attitude.
Guys, they changed the goalpost and then they proved I was lying.
You just have to accept that it's going to exist, and you have to say, all right, well, don't acknowledge it. Push forward positively. Put out positive content every day and hope for the best. Okay? And that's been my attitude for the last 5+ years, that I've really changed myself from being that toxic individual.
You haven't changed anything, bitch.
And trust me, there have been many opportunities over the years for me to put out that kind of toxic, negative content for personal gain. Just recently, you know, you had someone like Refuting USA who is putting out multiple streams of videos in a negative light about me. I publicly make it clear that I think that's messed up, because he's watching conspiracy and taking it as fact, and then publicly doing negative things and saying negative things about me. And I state, you know, I could easily do the same thing about him. I could do an entire stream like that. All right, an entire stream.
You can do it right now, couldn't you?
And make sky-high profit. And I refuse to do it because I feel like I'm a better person and a better content creator than that. I was raised with morals and values, saying this is not the kind of shit you do.
What morals and values? Crying and begging for a Wolverine toy?
I make a lot more money doing that. And guess what? Then probably I wouldn't have to be asking you guys for support all the time on my streams. But I don't want to be the negative, toxic guy. I want to put out positive stuff. You understand? So that's why I don't go.
Well, you don't put out positive stuff.
But because I put out the positive stuff, right? I limit myself to a certain audience, and I limit myself to a certain amount of support. And it's hard to make ends meet, and I have to ask for support. Yes, I openly admit it. I ask for support on my streams, and it backfires when these trolls go after me in various different ways. Okay?
Womp womp.
What does this have to do with anything? Well, I'll tell you right now. All right? So, in the last year to year and a half since I came to YouTube full time, all right? Basically, I've
lied and cried and begged for more money.
Put it that way. And how was I lucky, you might ask? I've been able effectively to avoid any kind of attacks on my channel, DSP Gaming, because as much as DSP Gaming is my YouTube channel, where I primarily do all of my content, it's also the major majority of my business. Yes, I actually am a business owner
and burp
in the state of Washington.
I like how he had to pause to say business
because
he had to burp first.
And when people take negative action against me, essentially you're attacking a small business. You're not just attacking an individual because you don't like them. You're actually attacking a big small business that's registered and treated as such. Okay? So, thank God, I've been able to avoid issues, all right, in the last year and a half. But the thing is, behind the scenes, I always kind of expect or suspect that things might be going down. And I'm like, you know, I haven't gotten any kind of strikes or any kind of issues or claims.
He's yelling,
outside of content ID. The thing is with YouTube, what YouTube has tended to do over the years now, rather than say, grant a whole takedown strike or grant a big negative thing against your channel, they will just give you a content ID issue, which means, oh, maybe your video is blocked, maybe your video is age restricted and therefore you can't get ads on it or whatever. But that's usually
age restricted. Why were all these videos recently age restricted? Oh, because of the hateful slurs.
Okay. So,
DSP, I wonder why you're getting so many hateful slur
full-time
strikes
here on DSP Gaming for almost a year and a half, because I came with May, so May, June, July, almost a year and a half. We're full-time. This has been my job right here, DSP Gaming, and that's it. In fact, if you haven't noticed, I focused all my efforts on this channel. I even stopped using things like my old vlogging channel. I haven't gone back to KO Gaming. I've just focused right here on DSP Gaming and making this the source for my content.
Space 2 as a Kimler video.
I think that's been a huge benefit. We've seen overall viewership go up. Subscriptions have climbed at a good amount in the last year. For the first time in many, many years, people are actually watching content on DSP Gaming again. Is it a ridiculous ton of people? No. But is it a good amount for my size as a content creator? Yes. Is it growing? Yes. So all these are positives. All right? But today I have to come to you with a negative. In fact,
guys,
a story
tip
about
me.
A concerted effort against me and my business. And the truth of the matter is,
business.
I'm not exactly sure why.
It's not a business.
So allow me to explain everything that's been happening. All right? So you guys are well aware, all right, that you
were starting to smack the hornet's nest, screaming, "Sting me, bastards!" And now they're finally stinging you.
On like a high horse or a soapbox in regards to abusing YouTube systems. Like their mentality has always kind of been, "All right, we really don't like Phil, but we're not gonna abuse YouTube systems. We're not going to break the law. We're not going to do messed up things in order to hurt Phil. We're going to try to find legit ways.
Exactly.
Whether we just make videos about him, restream his content, and every once in a while when he does something wrong, call him out for it. And you know what? To some extent, not to say that I certainly like or approve that. I obviously don't want people being nasty to me all the time and trying to pry into my private matters, personal life that has nothing to do with my streams, making conspiracies up about me. But at least kind of when you're playing by the rules, it kind of keeps
rules, guys. But you don't play by the rules.
What I mean by that. So
you cry and beg for money so you can play more WWE champions,
or
bitch.
someone who basically is being successful to kind of feel like you're above reproach or to feel like you are infallible, unpunishable, right? But
is that how you feel, DSP?
Who gets called out for shit all the time, you try to actively make yourself better. Admittedly, in the past 5 years, I've actively changed my content for the better for various different reasons. One of which being, hey, I know I have people watching me all over the internet constantly, and if I say or do something fucked up, they're gonna call me out for it. They're gonna report me to YouTube. They're gonna try every possible thing under the sun to hurt me because I did something messed up. See what I'm saying?
Guys, they're gonna hurt me.
To have that many people on my ass every day,
and you still do bullshit. Creator, I feel. You still smack the hornet's nest screaming, "Sting me, asshole! Sting me!"
You understand? In the last few years, I've actually been contacted by some of my detractors, asking me, "Hey, Phil,
bullshit.
Did you take down my video? Did you take down my stream? Did you take down my Twitter? Did you do this or that?" To which I always respond truthfully, no. It has always been my mentality that I will absolutely positively not claim any content, even as negative as it could possibly be, because, man, there's been some messed up stuff said and done about me on YouTube.
Yes, it did, Flooded Dart.
Some of which is absolutely, completely false. But if you didn't notice, I don't claim it. I don't take it down. I don't try to content ID match it. I don't try to.
You just let Superhound do it for you.
It is. My mentality is, listen, people are going to say whatever.
Gene Hackman, how's it going?
All right? I'm going to just do my... I've even actively helped a couple people. I don't know if they've ever publicly talked about it. There's a couple of my detractors who I went to try to help them get copyright issues fixed. There was one guy who hired a lawyer.
Bullshit.
And actually went to YouTube with his lawyer and had me write a big statement stating, listen, I did not do this. This is not me. Someone is falsifying my information and trying to take down shit, in my name. This is not right. Okay? So, as much as I know detractor content is bad and
bullshit, and that would have been all over Twitter in an instant.
Participate in any kind of illegal activities or abuse of the DMCA takedown system or anything like that, because I feel like I'm better than that, and I feel
somebody's
like
getting nervous
on my own, not by shutting down every other person who says something about me, but by people actually just genuinely liking the content I put out. You see what I'm saying?
He's talking about wings.
To try to claim someone who does stuff like that, it's considered a transformative work. All right, so I'm not doing that shit. I refuse. Okay, and that's always been my mentality. And when people always say, "Oh, Phil, you claim this," no, I didn't. I don't do that. I swear to everything that I've ever stood for in my life to you right now publicly. I do not.
But you don't stand for anything.
Videos. I do not take down streams. I don't do that. If any it ever happens,
exactly. David Davidson, Tevin,
okay,
Bill Purnell. Bill Purnell's not on.
So why are we here today?
Twitch anymore? Why is that?
I don't know what's going on.
Because of you, DSP.
And I like answers, although I'm going to get in. All right. So, as you guys know,
because you don't deserve answers.
Week, there's been a hell of a lot of controversy for dumb reasons.
Oh, yeah, Aqua Teal.
Here on DSP Gaming. All right.
So, what was
let's talk about what's going on.
Army Watch.
Right? In the last week, I was going to do my React Marathon to This Is How You Don't Play Metal Gear Solid 2. This is something that I had in the works for
Army Watch.
A while. I talked about it months and months ago.
Shout out.
Sorry, Evil AJ. You gave me public permission to react to the video months ago. So it's covered under fair use, and you gave me public permission.
I like how this guy's like, you cannot retract consent, guys. Once you give me consent, I can do whatever I want. Like, okay, how many women have you told that to, DSP? Please tell me. How many women have you said, you gave me consent like 3 months ago? That means it's okay for me to do this now. Come on, DSP. I want to know the numbers. Like, are you going to go up to Pandalay like, hey, you know how like 4 years ago you gave me consent? Well, that means I still have consent now, right? No. Consent can be retracted at any moment. And you should respect that. But as a pig roach, he does not. Once you give me consent, that's consent for life, guys.
I was in the clear to do it. But apparently a lot of people didn't like that, all right? So essentially what happened over the weekend is that there was a concerted effort to try to hurt DSP Gaming, all right? What was that concerted effort? I can tell you. A cacophony of false claims.
Cacophony, guys.
Was thrown against DSP Gaming of all types. It wasn't just one focused effort. It was like, let's just throw so much shit at the wall and let's see what will stick. Okay? Well, out of all the shit being thrown at the wall, nothing stuck. What I can tell you is they tried everything.
You've changed multiple video titles,
like community
and
stuff,
you've had multiple videos.
Listen to this. And tried to
made
flag
age restricted
videos of mine from 6 to 10 years ago, as if it was content I just put out today.
Age restricted.
Oh, I don't like the way he said this. I don't think that this is allowed or whatever. You know, this and that. Okay. Now, I have to stick up for YouTube.
I'd love for him to go to AFB
when it comes
gaming.
to their community guidelines, YouTube is quite intelligent, and if they make a mistake, they will usually reverse their mistake immediately. Okay. So in regards to community guidelines, anyone trying to say, oh, Phil did this and that on DSP gaming and it's a violation of this guideline or that guideline or whatever, YouTube is generally very, very good about handling it well. So to give you some perspective, all right?
That's why you now have multiple...
There's a video of mine from 8 years ago.
Multiple videos age
restricted.
restricted.
Word that if you said it today, you'd be in hot water, you'd be in trouble. Oh my God, this content creator said this publicly.
Well, that's the other thing. He's not
right?
saying who struck him.
You'd be in trouble. Well, if I said 8 years ago, chances are it wasn't a big deal back then, but it has definitely, things have changed. Look at how culture's changed in the last decade. There's now things you can't say today that you were able to say in the past.
Holy fuck, he's really doing it. He's really doing the, guys, it's totally okay to scream the N-word.
What I can tell you is, what YouTube will do, all right? They will.
Guys, 10 years ago, the N-word wasn't offensive.
Okay. We're not going to destroy you and your channel and your business, but we're going to, like, age restrict your video.
Exactly, because you said shit.
Watch it if you're using that kind of language. Sometimes they'll actually contact you directly about it to say what was your intention with this video. Sometimes they'll just flag the video. It all depends. It depends on the situation, okay? But what I can tell you is, over the course of this last weekend, all right, there was a very concentrated effort to try to get DSP Gaming...
Not just this weekend. We're still doing it.
That makes no sense. How are
using
you
Go to find all your videos that you said horrible shit.
I haven't said in the last 5 years since I changed as a content creator. I would never say today because I've acknowledged that this...
Because you don't want to get in trouble.
...would be wrong. I've apologized for it over the years for being like that back in the past. You know what I mean? That's like trying... It's cancel culture. Can we cancel someone who's been a content creator for 14 years?
Yes.
...that they said a long time ago?
Yes.
Employ it for their own purposes. Oh, wait, I can actually use this really fucked up thing to do something that I want, then I'll use it. But God forbid you apply it to me or anyone else that I like, but let's apply it to everyone we don't like, right? It's pretty messed up, right? So, that being said, they tried and failed. Okay, they tried.
Did not fail.
Over the weekend.
You've had multiple videos age restricted.
My reaction.
Multiple videos age restricted. That's not a failure.
There's... All right. Let's just leave it at that for now. All right, they tried and failed over the weekend. So the thing is, I know this is not the end of it. I know there's more coming. The question is, to what extent is it going to go? All right, and in regards to that,
yeah, Piggy is not going to edit his videos
because it's kind of a YouTube side thing.
He's going to hope that they all get age restricted.
How far are trolls, detractors, whatever you want to call them, willing to go? All right. So why are we talking about this today? Well, in the last few days, and I don't pay any attention to this shit. I literally don't. In fact,
yes, you do.
You probably don't know this. My Twitter is set up in a way that no one...
Your hug box, because you banned everyone.
I kind of approve it. All right. I only see certain trends and things that are more public.
Your little hug box that you've banned everyone from. Bitch.
Say really fucked up things about myself, my family.
Okay, I kind of deserve my bans because I kept posting to give him jerking off.
I have it set up so I can't see that.
But that's besides the point.
Imagine if every time you tried to use a business, there was just fecal matter all over the wall. Well, I need to get through the fecal matter
stuff,
to get
guys.
The useful stuff behind
We're
it.
already into the
I don't
butt
want to
stuff.
The fecal matter. It's a waste of my time. So I have my Twitter set up so I don't see that. So I have no idea who's following me. I have no idea what they're saying towards me. I kind of stay in a lane where I can use Twitter for business purposes, and that's about it. That's the only reason I want to use Twitter moving forward. I'm not trying to use Twitter for like personal messages or whatever. All right? So when people say things about me or throw things at me in regards to shit, okay, I actually don't know anything about it. I'm the last person to know. There's people saying, "Oh, did you know that the guy Superhound is tweeting at you and saying stuff?" Nope, I don't know about that. I don't see it, and I don't want to know about it.
But he's tweeting at you. Yes, you do see it,
I just want to be
jackass.
positive content for you guys. I don't want to know about the stuff that's happening on the internet. I don't care, right? There's nothing I can do about it, so I don't even want to be, you know, kind of involved in this shit. Okay.
So, yeah, I'm thinking he's faking.
So
this was set up by Superhound.
I'm not going to confirm, deny, or
crying back for money.
I guess what's happened is, if you guys haven't been following along with the news of the other content creators on the internet who are dramatic and have issues, because we all follow that so adamantly, right? I don't fucking care. I've even said on my stream, don't bring that shit up. I don't care. I guess what happened is in the last month, Wings of Redemption got basically taken down everywhere, YouTube and Twitch. And from what I'm to understand, and again, this is my very cursory glancing.
I have not, but I have been looking into
I guess what happened
Gotham Knights to see it might be a game I want to play.
Wings' trolls took him to task because I guess what he's been doing, or at least been saying he's doing, is he threatens his trolls and says, I'll let you put up negative videos about me, but you have to pay me to do so. And if you don't, I'm going to basically abuse YouTube's DMCA system and hit you with a ton of false takedowns. Now, I don't know if this is true or not.
But that's what you were doing, using Superhound.
That's on the internet.
So you'd be like, guys, I didn't do it. It was all Superhound on my orders.
You've got his trolls saying another thing. And I guess what his trolls are saying is, yeah, he's been abusing DMCA for like crazy. He's been false claiming our videos. He's been trying to shut down our accounts. And only because he decided to go to those extents, we've decided to now break the law as well and hit him with a ton of false stuff to try to take him down. So apparently they've hit him with false community strikes guidelines stuff. They've hit him with false
they're not false. They are not false.
And again, this is just me trying to get a big level understanding. I don't know. I didn't look into the nuances of it and what really happened or what didn't. From what I'm to understand, he had his streaming shut down on YouTube and Twitch. He had his ability to upload shut down on YouTube. He worked with YouTube and got stuff restored. But essentially, like, he doesn't even know what to do because any video he puts up can be falsely struck or something. Again, I don't even understand how that's possible or what the ins and outs of it are, okay? Now, here's what I don't understand, and maybe some people can explain this to me, all right? Because I need to understand the situation and maybe understand why this is happening to me, okay?
Because you were smacking the hornet's nest screaming, sting me, assholes. Now you're getting stung.
That make fun of him regularly. There's a ton of restreamers that restream him regularly. There's people who make profit off of his content and enjoy deriding the guy on a daily basis, much like me, right? So, wouldn't it make sense? I mean, I think all that's correct, right? Wouldn't it make sense to leave the guy to be able to make content? This is what I kind of don't understand, is I can understand that you want to, like, mess with the guy or you're trying to torture him to milk more content out of him. I certainly don't agree with that. I don't. It shouldn't happen. It's completely messed up, and I'm against that practice, obviously.
I'm against that, guys.
What I don't understand is,
just don't do it to me, Reee, me.
If this is what they're doing, this is their daily shtick. This is what they get off doing. This is what they get their jollies doing. Keep the guy going. Mess with him, right? Torture him. Laugh at his misfortunes, which is really fucked up. But that's how they kind of get along doing their stuff, right? Am I right? So what would be the purpose of shutting him down? This is what I kind of don't understand. Right?
Fuck with him even more, and you now. Because you kept smacking the hornet's nest.
So you can keep attacking the content. If you shut him down, you've essentially shut down your source of content. What are you going to do? And the thing is, you say, oh, move on to the next person. All right, but how many people can you do it to before effectively you've done it all and you're bored? You know what I'm saying? Like, you already have...
Every time you strike down one
the gravy train rolling,
there's another.
Shut off your source of gravy. Don't you like gravy? It's delicious, right? So why I don't
you go down and
move
on to quartering, move on to LTG, we move on to Wings, we move on to RTU. We move on to anyone else.
Actually trying to shut down all of his trolls from making that content further. Then I maybe could say, okay, maybe that makes sense if they feel that he's abusing the copyright takedown system, right? And that's why they're going after him in this method now. Like, you're already shutting us down, so we might as well shut you down too. Like, what do they call it? Tit-tat or whatever. You know,
tit for tat,
then
dumbass.
Maybe that makes sense. Eye for an eye. In some kind of a very basic way. I still don't think it makes logical sense when they want that content to keep coming out. You know what I'm saying? It's very hard for me to try to understand the mentality of these people, all right? I really try sometimes to put myself in their head. It's very difficult for me to understand where they're coming from, okay? So, again, why am I bringing this up? Because apparently, from what I'm understanding, this is from people telling me, not because I'm following or I know anything about it. People are like, are you aware that because Wings got shut down, now apparently he's not, I guess he's still streaming, I don't know, but are you aware that because Wings got shut down or whatever, that now his trolls are saying they're coming after you? To which I would respond, huh? Like, Wings trolls have issues with Wings from all the things he said and done over the years. They feel like he said and done really messed up things to some extent, I guess.
Well, guess what? You've said and done really messed up things, jackass.
That he frequently does messed up things on the internet or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you've jerked off in front of children, DSP.
The situation's like, apparently his trolls have a whole ongoing case against him, right? That's what it is. So, what I don't understand is, so you shut the guy down. We're going to move on to someone else now. We're going to move on to DSP. What? Like, I don't get it. But you don't watch my content. You don't know anything. You know, you have no grudge against me. Certainly, I have no grudge with you. I don't even know who you are. Why would you move on to the next?
Man, he's begging. That doesn't
even make sense to me.
He is begging the Wings trolls not to fuck with him.
You want people on the internet to make the content you can make fun of. By shutting them down, you're shooting yourself in the foot.
Christian.
Oops, we shot ourselves in the foot. There's nothing to do today. Let's move on to the next
Christian content coming out.
But where does any of this make sense?
And the fucker's in prison.
There's no sense behind that. You know what I'm saying?
Karaoke,
like, I don't know
fun.
who these people are. I really don't. I have no relationship to them. I've never spoken with them. I've never done anything negative towards them. To my knowledge, they don't do anything negative towards me. You know what I'm saying? And even if they did, even if they decided, you know what, we're bored with wings, let's make fun of Phil today, I wouldn't care. I don't shut down the people who do it now. I've never abused DMCA. I've never abused any of YouTube systems. I'm staunchly against that because I've had it done to me in the past. So why would you say we're going to move on from wings to Phil when I'm not doing the things that apparently you didn't like wings for? I'm not, again, I think what happens is these people have this weird mindset that we're all the same. I couldn't be further away as a content creator from wings or LTG or any of these other people.
Oh, guys, about to get a $250 tip today. Fucking hell.
If anything, the one thing you could probably argue about in the modern day that you have issue with me about is that I ask for contributions from my viewers, right? I do. And no one's going to deny that. I mean, I'd be dumb as shit to say I don't do that. Of course I do. You know, but outside
remember,
of that,
guys, this is a gameplay stream.
I don't
do not forget that. This is a gameplay stream.
Going out there out of my way to talk about the negative shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of head scratching to me. And the hilarious part about all this is I would like to show you guys something, okay? And this is not me trying to brag or anything. I need to show you something, okay? Okay? I'm not sucking in my gut right now, okay? I swear to God I'm not.
Bullshit.
You see me, right? Okay, you notice something about me, all right? Take a look at my body for a second. You notice something, right? I'm not Wings. Really, no, I'm not Wings of Redemption. I don't know if you can tell. I don't look like him. I don't sound like him. I don't act like him. I don't put out the content like him. I'm not his size or proportions. Literally, people will come on streams and say shit like, Phil is fat, and Phil is this and that. Make jokes. As
Phil's fat. Phil's a beggar.
Okay? I am not Wings of Redemption. I don't understand where you're coming from. In my mind, in my body, everything here on this channel, does this look anything like you would find on Wings of Redemption's channel? Where does the confusion come in, exactly? If you want to make fun of me, all right, that's one thing. Make fun of me for what I do wrong. Tell me.
My God, this is fantastic. He's just
tell me my content sucks.
Begging people not to fuck with him.
Not for what I don't. Because what it seems to me is that there's this really weird association between me and
he's
Wings.
Just hardcore, guys, I'm not Wings. Right, leave me alone.
So now you're telling me there's a group of trolls who don't like Wings because Wings has done these awful things in their mind over the years, and he's
in their mind
people,
and in real life,
blown money, and he's lied about money, and he abuses YouTube's DMCA. Let's get Wings. Okay, we got Wings. Let's get Phil. Wait, what? Where does that even come from? I have nothing to do with the guy. Seriously, I have nothing to fucking do. It doesn't make sense at all.
Didn't you just react to his Down the Rabbit Hole video the other day?
The guy or worse than the guy. The point
like
I'm making is I'm not Wings of Redemption. So why would you make some kind of a weird, concerted effort to try to take down me or my business when I have nothing to do with Wings or you? That's what I don't understand. Like,
this is all him just like, begging the Wings trolls not to fuck with him.
Have I done? Right? I'm at a loss. I have enough shit from people on a daily basis who try to bring me down, who try to ruin my business, who try to do messed up things to me and my family. Trust me. It happens every day, all day. But I'm going to give you a perfect example here. You ready for this one? Of how I'm not like Wings. My wife moved to Washington State with me and moved in with me in 2018.
So I was at the gym today after work. Make sure I don't get fat like Wings.
5 videos and a stream, okay? We maybe put out a small handful of pictures on the internet of her arriving and stuff like that, okay? Outside of that, it has been radio silence when it comes to my wife.
Begging people.
Is when I talk about
I go after Wings and I go after him is hilarious.
What are we having for dinner today? That's when you hear about my wife, Kat, right? She's not in my videos. She doesn't contribute to any kind of discussion or anything in regards to my content or my business. She very much is a part of my personal life that I've made an effort to separate from my public life. She's not.
But you still cry and beg for money to pay for food for her. You guys, you don't expect my wife to not go out on our day off.
DSP Gaming, you're going to tear a new asshole for no good reason. She's never said anything to hurt anyone on the internet. She's literally never done anything messed up to anyone on the internet, okay? So why people would be nasty to her, I have no idea. So in 2018, we did a stream.
Because she's associated with you, and you're a piece of shit.
She's on my Halloween marathon. She dresses up in a costume. These people make an active effort to come to my stream and literally just insult her, bring up personal things about things from her past life that has nothing to do with her life now with me today. And they're just like slamming her on my stream. Now, my moderators are doing the best to clean it up. If she sees it, she gets incredibly upset over it and makes the determining decision. I never want to be on your content ever again because I don't deserve to sit there and be abused and attacked by an audience I don't know.
I want tears, DSP.
Don't do anything with. All right?
Give me tears.
My wife is not my ex, and I'm tired of this bullshit. All right? My ex was a very abrasive person who would attack people on the internet and cause issues. My wife is not my fucking ex. She has nothing to do with her, and I'm tired of this shit. It has to end at some point. We're gonna act like now
she's married
that was
to
thrown
you,
from my
jackwagon.
past, thrown towards people in my present. Fucking stop. All right, she doesn't deserve the shit that she gets on a daily basis because people are just fucked in the head.
What
and
shit?
Think that she is a
how is she seeing any of this?
Anything.
Is she in your stream right now reading all the stuff about her?
King
damn it, internet!
I don't have any control over it. I can't stop those people from doing these messed up things. I feel awful to anyone who gets this thing through. I mean,
okay, is it just my stream that's acting up?
especially my wife, but other people too. Fans,
God, that's
viewers,
annoying.
people associated.
Stop it, internet.
Affected by this shit, okay?
Although I think it might be OBS.
So again,
because like I said at the beginning,
I gotta ask the question.
I had to actually go to
How
Task
am I
Manager to exit out of OBS when it closed.
With him, I don't have people coming on my streams involved. Why are you treating me like someone I'm not? And how on earth do you make that association and feel that that's fair? That's nuts.
Because you're a piece of shit. Wings is a piece of shit.
Not the person we hate, because we already took down the person we hate. What the fuck are you talking about? Do you not understand? You've now begun.
My stream can't handle this amount of salt.
To your own destruction. If you start taking down everyone on the internet, right? You're gonna have nothing left to make fun of. And right now, you're in a protected position because right now there really are no laws or regulations against online trolling. There's starting to be, as you're seeing. It's getting so bad in certain cases. There's people who are committing suicide, and now you have the FBI and you have other legal bodies looking into places like Kiwi Farms and other places for this kind of shit going down. All right, you've had your way for a long time. You would think you would know that and enjoy it, rather than like saying, "Listen, we're really having a good time doing what we're doing. Let's overstep and shoot ourselves in the foot." Like, why would you do that?
Shoot you right in the
I know it's kind
gouty
of
infected hoof.
Like, logically, to people who obviously
gout. If I see gout, it's gonna be bam, bam, bam.
The reason I'm appealing logically is because it's obviously.
Or if he refuses to get a job.
If they did, they wouldn't do what they're doing to begin with, right?
So many reasons he can't get a job.
So I have to try to appeal logically to them. You understand? If you shut down Wings permanently, if you shut down me permanently, if you shut down LTG, if you shut down Refuting USA, if you shut down every lolcow on the internet, you have nothing left. And the worse it gets, the more you escalate,
shit on the internet.
The law, the more you violate to do it. It's one thing to just make fun, because that could be protected. But when you're breaking the law to do what you're doing, you actually are going to end up destroying yourselves. It's going to get looked into, and things are going to end up.
Yeah, like that girl was actually.
I can't believe I'm actually kind of saying this, but
pointing and laughing at him for being a piece of shit is not bullying.
Because you are at this point going too far with the way that you're trying to go about doing this stuff.
I mean, he's not wrong. There's no job that's going to make him $130,000 a year.
And get off doing it and benefit from doing it. I don't agree with the practice, but I'm never going to take that down. I guess Wings did. I did not. But when you try to actively go out of your way to break the law, right?
Like Superhound, who works for you,
it can only last for so long.
And again,
all right,
I'm positive this is all Superhound.
What I've heard from the shit that's going
Probably
down,
had it behind the scenes of, all right, you strike me for an hour, then you lift the strikes, then I come on and stream and beg.
And I don't want to see the internet completely
mind you,
down.
His streams end at 7 o'clock. It is now 5 o'clock. We have 2 hours to go in the stream. That's supposed to be a gameplay stream.
You know, there's making fun, then there's trolling, then there's detracting. There's these different levels. But when you take it to the level of just hurt people as far as we can, no, we don't even care what the end game is. Even if we kill ourselves doing it in the process.
Let's see. Today is supposed to be Saints Row. He is supposed to be playing Saints Row right meow. Hey, JDX.
Ha ha ha. Wings of Redemption can't stream anymore. But now you have no content. Move on to the next.
Yeah, Refuting USA is kind of mellowed out.
You see? So anyway, obviously, hopefully this is making sense to some people. All right. Now I need to tell you what's going on with DSP Gaming. All right. I received false copyright strikes against the channel. Not happy about this. I've not had a false copyright strike in many years, and the last time that I had one, I was able to clear it up relatively quickly because the person was impersonating someone they were not, and I was able to prove that.
Terrible, Timo.
And within, I think it was about a day and a half, YouTube had removed the copyright strikes, and everything was fine.
He's gonna have to take a break, guys. Can you imagine if after he gets done with all this rant? All right, guys, I gotta take a break.
What I have now,
DSP, it's like 6:30.
Strikes against
I guess I'll just not stream. Fuck you guys.
Are completely false. All right, I have legal evidence that they are false. Let's put it that way.
Legal evidence. Show it.
This person does not have a leg to stand on issuing false strikes against DSP Gaming at all. There's
no way they can
make a legal claim the way that they're doing. It's an abuse of the law. Okay? But YouTube basically needs to entertain it. They need to look into it. So here's what's happened this morning. I go to turn on I go to turn on my stream, and I get a pop-up saying you have copyright strikes against the channel.
Damn well knows he's gonna take a break.
Not one, multiple. Okay? You need to address these. And then If you get one more, your channel can be terminated permanently and blah, blah, blah. It's the generic shit that they put in there, all right? So, first thing I had to do was immediately counterclaim, which says, no, this is not.
We are watching DSP cry, Wings trolls, please leave me alone. I'm not Wings, please.
All right, that's the first step you take. Sadly, with YouTube's system, it takes way too long for shit like that to clear up. It takes 2 business weeks to have that shit reversed, all right?
So how did you get yours reversed so quickly?
Now, for 2 business weeks, I'm at risk. That if anything else happens...
How did you get it reversed so fucking quickly?
Now, I don't feel that I'm going to have the channel shut down completely in any way, shape, or form. I'll always get it back. The problem is if this channel gets shut down, I have to make a living. As I've explained to you guys, I am in a situation, all right, where...
Exactly, Lightning. He's already gotten a $250 tip.
I do not have money in the bank. I have
Twitter
I have to work 6 days a week full time to make a living, to make ends meet, to pay my bills, okay? So if I can't stream 6 days a week, I can't pay my bills.
You gotta reverse quickly because it came from Superhound. It's all behind the scenes bullshit.
And it will ruin my life. You understand that? All right? Now, I think that some people think that's funny or is acceptable.
Terrible, Holland, but true.
On the internet about me, okay? It's not. All right? It is not fair because here's the thing, and here's what you got to understand too. Even if you hate me, let's say you absolutely positively hate Phil for some various reason. Who knows what they are, right? I am not the only person who I support. I have a wife and I have Jasper, right? I have to support them. If you take away my business and I can't work,
God, what do you guys think? Do you think Kat's watching this right now?
And what's
she's
funny
watching this going,
up the most dumb shit like,
honey, how are we supposed to food on my day off?
If you could just sell your house or something. No, I cannot. All right? If I sell my home, I have to get another. I can't afford another home. I have no money. I have no credit. I can't even take out a loan to buy another home. Okay? I have no credit. I can't even go through the whole process of getting an apartment. The apartment holder would say, well, you have terrible credit and you're unreliable.
Well, then go through your West credit, or hers is a shit.
You get an apartment. I literally, if I lose this house, I have nowhere to go. You understand? I'm stuck here.
Whap, now, my hope that'd be hilarious.
Over the next 10 years or so, my credit will get better, and eventually in the long term, I can either refinance this home or do something to save myself from the situation I'm in. Right now, I'm literally stuck where I am. I can't move. I can't.
Nah, it's not head fans. Just follow them over to Twitch,
then
Facebook Gaming,
all right?
then
D
Live.
It's so dumb that the people don't think big picture. They only think, well, I don't like Phil, so let's do everything to possibly take down and destroy Phil, right? Even if that's the case,
there's other
people here. My wife and my pet are both reliant on me to give them a roof over their head, to provide for them. When you hurt DSP Gaming, you're hurting other people that don't even factor into the equation of what you don't like. How are you okay with that? But then again, these are the same people who have attacked my wife for years, and she has nothing to do at all with my content or me. She's completely separated herself on purpose because she doesn't want to be part of the toxic internet, yet they still do it, right? So you see what I'm saying here? All the things that they say as this is what we want you to do, right, cannot be done. Literally every little thing that they say, oh, sell your home, go get an apartment, do refinance, do this, do that. None of them are viable. Don't you think, just use your head for a second. Don't you think that if I could refinance my home, I would do it right now? Even with interest rates up, why would I care? If I could get some cash out to pay all the back shit that I owe, and I'm in a good financial position, why wouldn't I do that? Because I can't.
Because you would blow it on WWE champions, and you fucking know it.
My credit score is at the bottom of the barrel, and it's not going to come up for years and years. There's nothing I can do about this. I'm stuck where I am. I'm stuck in a situation.
If you won a lottery and got 50 grand in your lap right now, it would be gone in a month to WWE champions.
Where I have to, every once in a while, when things are rough and tight, ask my viewers for support, okay? I don't like doing that. I would like to just sit here and do a podcast every day.
I don't like doing it. I just do it literally every single stream.
That's not
multiple tweets.
One day it hopefully will be. I want to get back to where I used to be. And if people would stop messing with me for a few years, and I could just refinance my home and do the things I need to do to get back on my financial feet, then none of this would be a problem anymore. You would never hear me begging anymore on my streams. You would never hear me asking for support. Those options are there.
You would never hear me begging again
on a stream.
Bullshit.
Like what you're doing today. All right, you have to understand this. When you're hitting me with false copyright strikes, when you're trying to hit me with false community strikes, you're just making the situation worse. And this is what has happened systematically over and over and over to me over the years. People hit me with false takedowns, false copyrights. I then have my channel fall out of prominence on YouTube and in the search algorithm.
Yep.
Now no one can find DSP Gaming anymore.
Goodbye, everybody.
The views I used to get anymore.
He's got to go.
So because of that, I can't make a living like I used to. So now I have to open a Patreon. Now I have to have other contribution methods. Oh, we don't like that Phil's asking for income. But you're the ones who created the situation. I was making enough to pay my bills and to now
when
you destroyed DSP Gaming.
When were you making enough?
That you don't like.
You've always begged.
All you need to do is make fun of me for years. And go ahead.
You've been begging
make your videos, make
for
your dumb
years.
Theories, do whatever you want. All right? Go ahead. I'm not going to strike you down. I'm not going to hurt you. Do whatever you want. I promise you that. I'll never do that. All right? But what you need to do, you need to leave me alone so that I can keep making content for you to make fun of. If you illegally strike me down with shit like this and you disrupt the business, now I can't make content anymore. If I get hit with one more strike on DSP Gaming, I can't stream here. There will be nothing for you to restream or make fun of. What's the point of that?
When you go to Twitch,
it doesn't make any fucking sense at all.
One of your other channels.
Seriously. If your problem with me is, Phil, stop begging, okay? Give me a few years. Let me do my
shit. Give me a few years.
Hopefully my credit will improve. I'll be able to refinance.
Give me a few years to stop begging.
On a way where I don't need to do that anymore. I won't have to constantly be saying, hey, we got to hit a tip skull and this and that. But you're making it worse with your actions. Do you not understand that? Okay? So, of course, everyone is trying to say, well, what's going on? I can't give you details. If I give you details, it could be considered doxing. It could. If I actually told you exactly what's going on, it could be considered doxing, and it could be held against me. So I can't do that. I can't tell you, oh, here's the exact situation of what's going on or whatever. Here's what I can tell you. All right? The strikes are false. All right? The content that apparently is being claimed for copyright, I am 100% in the right, okay, to use said content. 100% legally. There's no legal argument here for the claimant to make against me. It's 100% bogus. Okay? The problem is, YouTube has to review the situation. All right? So allow me to tell you what's going on. Because all I can do is kind of tell you right now, you know, what's going on. All right?
I like with the way the microphone's positioned, it looks like King of Rita. Well, a word you shouldn't say.
Hold on a minute. If you can believe it, I'm getting tons of messages.
Guys, I'm getting tons of messages. Let me stare at my phone instead of playing a video game like we're supposed to be doing, guys.
So.
God, it's so fucking good.
Unreal. I'm getting tons of messages. None of it is anything that's important. I'm just looking to see what it is. All right. Here's the other crazy thing you guys don't understand too.
Not important, guys.
Something like this happens among the troll community. There's always a crazy infighting. Like there's people who actively wanted to see me react to This Is How You Don't Play Metal Gear Solid 2, and they love it. And there's other people who are like, I just don't want Phil to have the ability to do anything, right? And so they fight amongst themselves, they attack each other, they dox each other. It's pretty fucked up. So I gotta
Holy
say
shit.
All right?
Apparently DSP is going to make $1,000 on this stream. God damn it.
I'm not going to be involved in doxing. I'm not going to be involved
in
that shit.
More proof that this is Super Hound.
To go after someone on the internet.
More proof Super Hound is behind this. When I got false copyright strikes, it took me almost 2 weeks to get that shit cleared up. You got it cleared up in under an hour.
All right?
Bullshit.
All I'm doing is I'm appealing to the people who are issuing false shit against DSP Gaming right now. Okay? Stop it.
This is
why. It's in your best interest.
Bullshit.
You want to be able
to. This is all set up by Super Hound and him.
To stop the nonsense, right? I want to make fun of Phil. I want to make fun content. I want to.
He realized. I know. I can blame the Wings trolls. You know what? Maybe if I blame the Wings trolls, people won't think that it's Super Hound.
In which case, maybe
but we know it's Super Hound. This is all bullshit.
Right? But for now, what you're doing is you're destroying what you love to make fun of. What you're doing makes no sense at all. All right?
Smell the cat better than the horse.
Oh, Phil can now attack this person or that person. Phil is not attacking anyone. Phil sits here on a fun stream and makes content for you guys.
Fun.
That's all Phil does.
How is this stream fun?
Phil's not going to take down this, contact that, dox this, do that. That's not Phil, and I'm not doing that at all. Okay? I refuse.
What part of this stream is fun, DSP?
So, anyone trying, I'm going to reach out to Phil and give him the information of who I think it is. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not doing anything with it. What I need is people to stop the bullshit right now. Hopefully I am logically appealing to some people. People understand.
Logically, guys.
And hopefully this will be turned around. I hope it will. Because the thing is, they can drop the copyright strikes. Anyone who issues false claims can cancel their claims, and therefore the strikes get removed, and then we can move on with no issue. But if I get shut down, there's no more content, guys. So you're hurting yourselves, all right? So here's what's going on right now. Obviously, I've appealed the false strikes. That's step one. You have to do. You appeal, or I don't think it's called counterclaim, stating, no, this is wrong, here's why, etc. All right? Sadly, I don't think YouTube is going to pull an exception. They might, but I don't think they will. Here's the
she went camping, she went canoeing.
On YouTube.
She had a good time outside.
The claimant has 10
Cat
business
doesn't
days
leave the
to
house,
respond.
just like him.
Okay? That means I can't do anything about this.
Probably Holland. That'd be my
unless that person actually goes to court with a lawyer, somehow tries to make a legal case that their false claim is real. They fool the lawyer, which I can't imagine there's a single copyright lawyer on this planet who's going to be fooled into thinking that a false claim is real. So they have to fool the lawyer into thinking
the
that
first
the
two takes had issues, but third one's working.
Go to a court and issue a court order, take down the video. unless that happens,
Cat would leave, but she can't fit through the door. Autorat, that gets a pinned message.
And the copyright strikes will be removed from DSP Gaming. Okay, so that's how it works per YouTube system. All right, but again, here's the problem.
Okay, why did that not pin?
The problem is, who's to say there's not more coming? There's not more in the pipeline already. I know from the way that this.
There we go, Mitch's pin.
Many years ago. All right. Remember in 2015, the same kind of thing happened to me. There were people who were issuing false strikes against my channel. It wasn't just one.
For the exact same thing.
They were hitting and hitting. And what
for the exact same thing. For using intros that someone else made.
Delete.
He's already said that, guys, these intros are mine. They sent it to me. These are legally mine now, guys.
I was getting claimed back then. It was my pre-stream. I'd only been running a pre-stream for about 2 years because I'd only streamed for about 2 years. So I went back and I literally deleted 2 years of videos off of my channel. This plummeted DSP Gaming. This made it be thrown out of the search results. This made me get zero attention in search. No one could find my videos anymore. And that was the first major nail in the coffin of DSP Gaming being able to be self-sufficient. When that happened and I lost so much income, that's when I had to start relying heavily on Patreon. I had to start looking for other sources of income. That's what caused it. That was the catalyst until 2015. And with DSP Gaming getting that false shit happen to it, forcing me to delete videos per YouTube's instruction. All right? That's what killed the business.
You still haven't shown us the email showing that YouTube told you to delete it.
We wouldn't.
Still think that's bullshit.
Okay? So.
He panicked and deleted those videos.
We're 2022, 7 years later. All right? Can I go back and delete videos?
Exactly,
no.
Tim. I'm thinking he's about to delete a lot more videos.
We don't know what YouTube will or won't grant. Right? We know that. We actually have no clue what YouTube would or wouldn't grant as a valid strike. You know, it's weird. I've been here for a year and a half, full-time on YouTube, never have an issue. Now, all of a sudden, they're granting false strikes, right? What exactly could I do? Go back and delete every video on DSP Gaming? The thing is, by the way, and I should clarify, privating videos does nothing. If you privatize your videos, if someone still has the link to your video, they could still claim it. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you privatize them or not, okay? So there's really nothing you can do in that
way to lean into the microphone and
outright delete the content in order to have it go away and not have it stricken down. I have been running DSP Gaming since 2010. I have 12 years of content. I think this channel, last time someone checked, had between 70 to 80,000 videos on it. Do you really think I can delete my content? Like, it's the same, right? That's obviously not going to happen, right?
Delete them.
Right.
Bet you won't,
so,
bitch.
It's not going to happen. What can I do? Not much.
Panic.
It's kind of the problem.
Now, you get $1,000 in tips.
I reached out to YouTube because my channel has been such a long-running channel because I am a approved partner. I have a direct line of contact with YouTube to talk to. Spoke with them, and they basically said, all right, we have all your information. We're relaying this to our internal team, and we're going to get back to you. And that's it. That's where it's left. There's no other thing that can be done at this point. I'm stuck, waiting. It could be I could hear back from them within a day and get good news. I could hear back from them and they say, there's nothing we can do. You have to wait 2 weeks. And if you get another strike, you're shut down. Okay?
Yeah, you could try to delete, but
that's why I had to do whatever I could. I have to appeal.
He's worried about losing even more views.
I don't know who you are.
Imagine he deletes 10,000,
I don't know if
30,000 views.
I don't know what your whole
thing
is, your mentality. But understand something.
Impact to the
algorithm. Shut
algorithm.
down DSP Gaming, that's it. The gravy train ends. There's no more content for you to make fun of or laugh at. It all ends.
Oh, the strikes were
your goal is to say, I just want Phil to improve.
Sent by Superhound.
To be asking his viewers.
Then immediately retracted after about an hour.
But I can't do that now. I have a family to feed and protect and support and provide for. You understand?
A family.
I can't sell my home.
A fat wife and a cat.
In an apartment. I can't do the things you crazily think I can do. I can't refinance. I wish I could. Right now, at this moment, if I could refinance my home, I would. And it would take care, I'm serious, of all my financial problems. You wouldn't hear me asking for anything on a stream. I'd be able to have all my back shit taken care of, and I'd be moving forward with a big-ass grin on my face every day.
Delete. Delete.
I can't do that. I wish I could. That's not the situation I'm in. All right? So whether or not you even believe the nonsense about me on the internet or not, you have to understand just the facts of reality. I can't do the crazy things that people think. Get a job. Okay, stop streaming 6 days a week. Try to get a job out there.
That's my theory, Crusader.
That is never
him and Superhound working together to create drama.
That I need
because he's had a few slow streams.
You understand that?
Well, guess
I
what?
End up losing my home and everything. Again,
apparently, according to Twitter, he's made over $1,000 in tips on this stream.
You know, go get another job. Okay.
Can you imagine $1,000 for one stream? Can you imagine $1,000 in 1 week? He's making it in a single fucking stream.
What job do you think out there is going to take me in and pay me any good amount of money that would be kind of equivalent to what I make on YouTube? Like, are you nuts? Because all I'm going to get out there is probably a retail job, you know.
DSP, you cry constantly that you're broke, that you need more money. But you just said, where else I'm going to make this kind of money, guys? What kind of money? Admitting to the $130,000 on a bad year money? That's just the stuff that we track. Remember, when Piece of Peace was doing his numbers, where he's like, it's about $128,000 for 2020, whatever, he always lowballed it. And of course, we don't know about behind the scenes money. And of course, Cat makes money. But just going by lowball numbers, it was like $128,000. When the bank leaks happened, and you actually saw the YouTube payments, like, oh shit, he's making like $1,000 more a month than he predicted. DSP was making roughly $1,000 more a month every month than Piece of Peace was predicting. So instead of $128,000, it was actually a bad year for DSP. Was $140,000. DSP on a bad year made $140,000. And that's not counting behind the scenes. That's not counting his wife. That's not counting mommy sending him money. That is just straight up. Piece of Peace said, it's about 128. Oh wait, he was off by $1,000 a month every month according to the bank leaks. So actually 140. $140,000. And it's like, well, he's got to pay taxes. Bitch, that's why he's got all these back tax issues. Because he doesn't pay his taxes. And with all the shit he writes off his electricity, he writes off his internet, he writes off food, he writes off everything he can, including things he's not supposed to. So on the $140,000, maybe he pays taxes on 80 of it. Because the other $60,000 gets written off. Actually, no. Because he had $5,000 of the business expenses, according to bankruptcy forms. 5,000 times 12, 60,000. So that'd be right. So he pays taxes on $80,000 while making $140,000 a year. Oh no. And then of course, again, that's just what we can see. That's just what we can track. That is not mommy sending money. That's not behind the scenes money. That's not what his wife makes. Between all of that, this fucker's probably made close to $200,000 a year, 10 years in a row, if not more on average. But he's broke. He has no money. You, yes you, need to send him tips right now. Uncle Sam wants you to send him more money. Because actually, on one of his best years, he was actually making a little over $300,000. So you know what? Out of the 15 years he's been doing this, not counting when he was working for Best Buy and the helicopter, like just from streaming and uploading videos, past 15 years, would not surprise me if he's made over $3 million. But he's broke. Because again, just the money that we know of, he was probably averaging roughly $200,000 a year. Between the money that we know of, mom sending money behind the scenes, his wife, Panda when she got a job, just everything that we know about DSP, wouldn't surprise me he's made over $3 million at this point. But he's broke. See that DSP? I leaned away from the microphone before I coughed. Yeah, a lot of people will not make $1 million in their lifetime. It takes me 3.5 years to make $100,000. So it'll take me 35 years to make $1 million. I'll keep getting parries and shit. Hopefully keep getting parries and promotions at work. If I don't get another job that pays more. But anyways. $3 million. Let's say $1 million of that. Guys, I got begging expense. I don't pay taxes on it, guys. It's a begging expense. So you owe $2 million in, taxes on $2 million. So it's still over $1 million. Like, not going towards business expenses, not going towards condo, not going towards HOA, not going to taxes. Would have been $1 million across 15 years. Somehow, he has no money. Somehow, he is broke. Somehow, he needs you, yes you, to send him more money. And that's why, one of many reasons, he'll never get a real job. What real job is going to make him $3 million in 15 years? What job in 15 years with what going on 12 years, 13 years of no employment? What job that would pay that much won't do a background check and find all the troll videos, find his channels, find his tweets, find out that he jerked off in front of children on YouTube? What job that would pay $3 million across 15 years would ignore him showing up late, if he shows up at all, hungover half the time, if not more, crying, "I've been here for like half an hour, I need to go on break. My WWE champions, I'm in the middle of a clan battle. I gotta, guys, I can't sit here and do computer work, I gotta get it back on WWE champions." What job is gonna put up with that? Can you imagine you're in an office and you're in your little cubicle, typing away, click, 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 click. Click, 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 click. For an 8-hour shift? Imagine having to deal with those noises for 8 fucking hours a day. 5 days a week. My throat hurt a little bit. I'm going to take a sip of water. My throat hurts after that. Sorry, guys. I don't know. I don't think you'd be able to afford heroin or anything to get injected with. This very week, I am working 6 days. And on my last shift of the week, it's probably going to be a 9.5-hour shift. I'll be getting 9.5 hours of overtime. And the person who wrote the schedule like, this person's going to be on vacation, and the only way to cover everything is you work 6 days. Would you be okay with that? Would I be okay with that? Would I be okay with you scheduling me overtime? 8 hours worth, and actually going to be like 9.5 because I'm alone. 6 to 2. Completely alone. I don't get a break. I don't get to do the site walk. I don't get to do supplies. Like, there's stuff I had to do like every day. Like, well, if I leave at 2, none of it gets done. So I've already decided, you know what? It takes me an hour and a half to go on break and then get supplies and store walk and sites and everything like that done. Although we did just get what was it? It was caffeinated, because we lost the caffeinated gum. Truck drivers are pissed. Truck drivers are pissed about it. But we got these new energy shots. They're not the 5-hour energies. They're Bang. So they got like cotton candy. They got strawberry. They're like $3 a bottle. But although when I was on break today, trying to get snacks, whatever, and the truck driver there is like, "Yeah, can I get 6 Red Bulls?" Like, 6 Red Bulls? Is your heart gonna explode? My next 3 stops are in New York. Like, a Red Bull in New York is like $6. Like, oof. Can you imagine spending $6 for a goddamn can of Red Bull? I couldn't. Like, alright, so that's why he's buying 6 fucking cans of Red Bull here at our site. Like, goddamn. Yeah, he does have an actual degree, but my belief, his daddy did his homework. The reason he's valedictorian from his high school, dad did his homework. The reason he went from computer science to business degree, business management, whatever, because daddy didn't understand computers. Daddy understood business. So somebody had to switch his degree from computer science to business management, or else he wasn't going to graduate. It was a private school, a private Catholic school, that he got valedictorian at. Hey, awesome. But yes, he got valedictorian at his high school. And I would bet $100 his dad did his homework for him. Maybe his mom, but she seems like the 1950s Leave It to Beaver housewife. Like, she went to school just long enough to meet a guy to marry. Yeah. I actually like the rock stars. I cannot handle Red Bulls. I like the rock stars. We don't sell them on my site. Gotta go to Walmart and get them for like 10 for 10. Although Monster does have a couple of great flavors, but they're twice the price. Yeah, still kind of... Like, I get... They got rid of the caffeinated gum because apparently it was causing bowel issues. Like, gee, I gotta drive from here to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Alright, just buy a couple packs of the caffeinated gum, chew it, and chew it, and chew it. All of a sudden, oh no, I need to shit. I'm stuck in a traffic jam somewhere in Iowa. What the fuck am I gonna do? So they got rid of the caffeinated gum. Kind of sad about that. Alright, Bulldog, 1 little bottle. Damn. So I drink 1 Rockstar in the morning when I wake up to get ready for work, and that's it. No more caffeine for the rest of the day. Polish energy drink. Five-hour shifts? Fuck. I had a guy at work that was drinking 4 of the big, not the 12-ounce cans, but the 16-ounce cans of Red Bull. And he's like, yeah, after a while, I started not sleeping for a couple days in a row. Now he's cut it back to 2. One when he wakes up, and then one during his break. Yeah. I just cannot imagine making... Let's do what Piece of Peace does. Lowball it, even though we know the lowballing was incorrect. Lowball it to $2.5 million. With only $500,000 being written off as business expense, so it has to pay taxes on it. That's still, again, going to be over $1 million. Not taxed. And it's all gone. Gone. Forever. Went to the Void, went to WWE Supercard, went to DoorDash, went to WWE Champions, went to Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Oh, you can buy it from Amsterdam, or you can get Barcelona, Aruba, Ibiza, Rome. So, yeah, apparently I can't order it here. It's going to their website. Amsterdam, Barcelona, Ibiza, Rome, Aruba, and Grand Cafe Silver Star Mountain. Not sure where that is. Anyways. Because of coffee day. God damn! I love the way coffee smells. Just can't stand the taste of it. You would think after the bankruptcy, getting $131,000 worth of credit card debt wiped out, you would learn. You would think like, oh hey, I got a new lease on life. That's like $5,000 a month, every month in minimum payments I got to make on my credit cards. Gone. Nope. Ramen? No, I was looking at the Bulldog Energy. Oh no, that's something else, sorry. I was like, ramen? Where the hell did ramen come from? Tiramisu is delicious. Oh, in the military, yeah, I can see that. 37 cents, damn. I still get a pack of ramen noodles for 25 cents. What I like to get 2, maybe 3 packages of that, mix them with a can of soup, like a big can of soup. You got 3 meals there. You turn some okay little pack of ramen noodles into 3 good meals. Delicious. Terrible. Alright, let's get back to the pig roach. Hey Ken, no. Space Cat doesn't show up for these. Space Cat likes to cover other little cows and idiots.
You know what I mean? A sales job or something. No one's going to take me into and you have an office job with a salary or anything like that, like I used to do. I've been out of the job market for over 10 years. So no one's going to do that. You know what I'm saying?
That's your fault.
It's just not going to happen. What you ask for,
and if they do a goddamn background
no
check, you are fucked.
There's just wait it out for a few years, and then the solution will come. But we demand solutions now, and Phil's not.
If you wait a few years, the solution will come. What solution? Your parents dying? Are you literally waiting for your parents to die as a solution to your problems? This guy is waiting for his parents to die. DSP is just begging for his parents to die so he can use their money from their inheritance and sell their house to get even more money. DSP, your parents passing away is supposed to be one of the saddest, most gut-wrenching moments of your life. And you're begging for them to die. Just so you can solve your money problems. Well, maybe solve your money problems. Holy shit. Invalid bag activity. Hiring a hitman to kill his parents tip goal incoming. Yes.
Giving into the demands we want, even though the demands don't make sense because he can't do them. You know?
I can't work, guys. I can't work a real job. I don't get paid as much money as doing this. But you could do both.
So what's going to happen? All right, let's talk.
That's the other thing. You can always do both. And in fact, working a real job, like coming home and only doing a 3-hour stream and focusing on gameplay, might actually help you. Because you would still be streaming, still be getting the Bay Pigs to give you money, while also having a real job.
Alright? I have 2 copyright strikes against this channel. Today, I could get a new one granted, and then I'm done. Seriously, like as of today, I could get a new copyright strike granted, and then I'm done. And there's nothing I can do about it. It might happen. I mean it, like it could happen today. Because there may very well be more of these in the pipeline. I can't see what's in the pipeline waiting to be granted, right? And because of that, I can't control it. I can't fix it. There's nothing I can do. All right? At the earliest that this will get cleared up is in 2 weeks when the already existing...
I have someone watching me from China? Holy shit.
Essentially. And then basically removed, and then I'll be able to come back and do content again.
Wait, no.
All right?
Ni hao.
So,
I probably butchered the pronunciation of that, but...
wait and see. Now, I talked to YouTube. They claim they're going to get back to me. Are they going to do
I'm sorry.
about it?
I'll stop.
Well, let's put some perspective here. Apparently, Wings of Redemption contacted YouTube. Did YouTube do anything about it? Not to my knowledge, right? They didn't just magically fix his situation and undo the strikes.
Yeah, ni hao, but I'm probably not pronouncing that right.
Okay? YouTube does not want to do anything because they're afraid that they'll get sued. So even if this is a false claim, which it is, right? They don't want to make a mistake. And now
happy marriage. Nice.
And now they're, you know,
I dated a lady from China for a few weeks, but she's like, yeah, not really feeling it. It's like, all right, whatever. Nice to meet you.
You see what
she got married, had a kid. The baby's adorable.
I'll be honest, I don't think YouTube is going to do anything about it. I think they're just going to tell me to wait. Now, hopefully, what YouTube will do is give me some protections. What I mean by that is if the same person tries to do more false
claims, like 75% Polish,
25%
Italian.
They'll say, okay,
but he only
claims
shit.
He already killed it. We're not going to keep granting strikes for the same shit. You see what I'm saying?
Nah, he's Catholic.
Right?
Yes, Polish style Italian.
What's going on with me right now?
Fusion pig.
Now, a couple quick things. First of all, I'm being told I should get in contact with Nick, Rakita, and the quartering. All right? If you guys think that they can help in any way...
Quartering? What the fuck would the quartering do?
Great. Get them involved. Send them my way. You know, let's have a talk about this. About what can be done. Because it's ridiculous at this point. All right? I don't want to have my whole business...
Yeah, so when I got false copyright strikes, I was down for almost 2 weeks fighting them. His disappeared immediately.
I love doing what I do for a living.
Almost like it was all set up by Superhound.
I'm very different than who I used to be. I feel like I put out positive shit. I can't have this end, and I can't not
positive
support
shit.
my family because someone's breaking the law. Okay? So, if anyone can...
Yes, he's talking about the guy who pees in his basement.
I'll take help. I just need to know who...
On a good day, he pees in the basement.
That you think you can help me somehow with this. I don't know how they could help. But hey, whatever. Okay, that's number one. Number two. So, what happens if a third strike hits DSP Gaming. The channel's gone for now then. It'll be gone. You won't be able to see the videos. I certainly won't be able to pump out new videos or stream. It'll basically be like the channel doesn't exist. It'll say this channel was shut down for copyright issues or whatever.
Go to Twitch.
Now, I should be able to still access the channel behind the scenes and dispute the claims over YouTube, but there's no guarantees for when that'll get cleared up. Okay?
KO Gaming.
I have no idea. Now, let me put it this way. I will have a backup plan in place. If I can't stream or upload here,
going over to
I'll
Twitch.
have a backup plan in place. I'm not going to tell you what that backup plan is because if I do, you know what would happen. All right? So, what I could say is, now would be the time, if you're smart, to follow me on Twitter at @TheyCallMeDSP. All right? Because if something happens here and I lose the channel temporarily, I know I'm going to get it back in the long term. But if I lose the channel temporarily, all right, that's where I'm going to talk with you guys about what I'm doing in the future. I need, you know, that's going to be the avenue. I'll say, hey guys, I can't make content here. Please go here. All right? And I promise you I'll do my best to have things in place to try to make it as normal as possible. Likely it won't be. There's probably going to be things we have to get used to, changes, and hopefully it's short term. You know, hopefully I would be able to have it so that in 2 weeks, DSP Gaming will come back. All right? And then we'll be back to normal. All right? So there you go. So that's the only thing I can recommend. Get ready. Seriously, be ready for an announcement that DSP Gaming has been shut down for false copyright claims. If it happens, I'm going to give you information on where to go where I can continue to make content. I can't afford to not make content. I can't do it. If I get shut down today and I can't stream tomorrow, I can't pay my bills. I can't afford groceries. I can't do anything.
You don't have any money saved up. Now, before the bank leaks, it'd be like, dude, you just got paid on the 21st. You just got, no, actually, no, you got paid on the 22nd because 21st was Sunday. You got paid 2 days ago. Where did all that money go? DSP, you just got over $5,000, probably over $6,000 2 days ago. Where did that money go? But now we know, because of the bank leaks, it's gone. He spent it already on WWE Champions. He spent it on DoorDash. He spent it on stupid shit, like Total Wine. Like, before the bank leaks proved, no, this fucker literally doesn't have any money in his bank account because he blows it as soon as he gets it. You'd be like, this is bullshit. He just got paid this much 2 days ago. Where is all this money going? Now we know. Now we know where the money goes. So it's even funnier that no matter how much money he gets, like people like on Twitter, like, oh my god, you got $1,000 because of this. Oh, this sucks. Like, as soon as the stream ends, that money is gone. As soon as the stream ends, he's on WWE Champions, spending it.
The people doing this don't understand that, apparently. They think it's, oh, they're not thinking logically. They want the content to make fun of, right? They want to continue this ride.
Well, he was flying a girl across the country.
But then they're trying to...
It just wasn't an escort. It was
in order to have that happen. They're trying to hurt people in my house right now who have nothing to do with this. They don't care. It's not logical. It's stupid, okay? All right?
Not logical, so, guys.
Again, be ready.
1 minute manual bans.
I'm fully expecting it to happen.
Ban.
I'm fully expecting
I don't want to be Mr. Ban.
If not today, you know, I don't know when. I'm not today. All right, but I.
Well, you got a message Superhound to see when he's gonna strike you again.
All right, be ready, and that's all I really have to say about that.
You got enough money to buy a lot of stuff.
All I can hope for is the best. I mean, with YouTube, sadly, it seems like this can happen at any time. You know what I mean? It seems like there's no real.
Would be hilarious, Hydra.
I need to defend against it.
But I've been using Pig Go just to report all the slurs he says.
For a year and a half, I was here for
which have a lot of people been doing.
Issues arise. So, how do you protect against it? The only thing that I can say is, I would hope YouTube's going to wise up here and look at the situation and be like, okay, it's the same guy or same parties, whoever they are, striking all this shit, right? So we're in a situation where
if I was getting 5,000 plus a month just from ad revenue,
put some preventions in place. Don't have the channel shut down.
Memberships.
People keep trying to claim the same kind of shit over and over. I would hope, right? I guess we'll see. Anyway, so in summary, this sucks. I wish I could fix it. I can't. All right. At any moment, this stream could go down. My videos, you won't be able to see them. I won't be able to upload, or it could not happen. But I'm gonna lean towards it's probably going to happen. Expect it. I'll tell you.
Depends on where, Adachi. You're making no 130,000, 140,000 on a bad year.
Reach out and talk to you guys if the YouTube channel gets shut down. So just be ready for it. All right. And here's the other thing too.
Like, my computer should be able to handle the Evil 3 remake, but
we might have to change content.
I've never been a big fan of the Resident Evil series. I don't know why I've played one. I've played two. I've played 5.
We'll have to see because it all depends on the situation.
And I just haven't been able to get into them.
Okay.
Ohio, parts of Michigan, avoid New York, avoid California,
but it doesn't mean
avoid the Northeast or the Northwest.
Contact me here with
pretty much stuff. Flyover states.
YouTube
or Puerto Rico.
Just gonna go.
King Bean, how's it going, man? Hope you're feeling better.
We got to protect ourselves legally.
Well, fuck, if you
so we're not gonna
lived in Puerto Rico and made this kind of money, you wouldn't be a king. You'd be a god. You'd be the richest fucking person in Puerto Rico.
Obviously,
and it's American.
Content on DSP Gaming. Guess what?
You don't even need a passport. It's American
chats. I can't get
territory.
I can't get new memberships, which I rely on for income. The only way that will be ongoing is you could
entire state.
My Patreon,
fuck California. The entire state.
You could leave me a tip. That hasn't changed. That tips link is still in effect. You can still leave a
tip.
You
can still tip me, guys, even if I get banned.
Which is great. You can still do that. Several people have. In fact, I'm going to do shout-outs. We're going to address all this stuff now.
I love it.
Talk about what I'm doing for the rest of
guys, you can still tip me even if I get banned.
All right.
The link is down below, guys. You can still tip me if I get banned.
Right now, the best way to do this would be, number one, spread the word about what's going on. Say it's bullshit, because it is. And whatever rallying support can be said on the internet for me, the better. I don't, wherever it comes from, I need support right now because this is bullshit. I'm not going to have my business shut down for false shit that I didn't do. All right? That's number one. Number two, please be ready.
1,000 people watching
for whatever instructions I give you if the channel does go down. And number three, yeah, support would be great. Moral support is just as important, if not more important, as anything financial. Please understand that. Just to have known people have my back, and that people want to see me succeed and see my content and or make fun of my content.
Exactly how, depending on where you live.
That's more important to me. But yeah,
if my house was in California,
lose my ability
it'd be $800,000.
Therefore, we have to look at alternate means. If you want,
I've looked at prices in California before because my one cousin was sent out there for a job, and she had like a $350,000 housing limit per year for a house to rent. It's like $350,000, but then you actually look at prices over there. It's like, oh wow, she's not gonna be able to afford much.
Amazing GT had read up his membership earlier and said, "What's up, Phil? I think you know what's up now, and you wish you didn't ask the question, but thank you, Amazing GT, for re-upping your membership." Mola Viking re-upped his membership. He says, "Very well, Phil, you're a fair guy in that respect. I think what he's talking about is that I don't take down anyone with copyright claims.
Exactly,
I never will.
35K.
Mola Viking did a super chat.
He'd be rich as shit in Puerto Rico.
Phil, I don't really know what that means.
My only issue with Puerto Rico is hurricanes.
Exactly. By false
like I've looked at like moving to different places. It's like Puerto Rico would be great. I mean, you're in the Caribbean.
Supreme
Caribbean
of man
hurricanes.
Re-upped his membership. I'm sorry to hear about what has happened. Thank you. And then Seal did a super chat and says, "You don't deserve false copyright claims. Good luck, friend." Thank you, Seal.
Damn, I'm paying $551 a month for my tiny ass house, but I'm right on the lake, and it's a good neighborhood, and it's far away from Toledo as possible.
And by the way, another thing that I should say, all right, because again,
this house would be half the price that I paid for it in Toledo. Would have gotten this house for $35,000 in Toledo.
All year we've been talking about, gee, hopefully by the end of this year, I could maybe have a special event where I could sell a bunch of stuff and I could raise funds, right, in order to upgrade my setup, get a new PC, get a new camera. Even my detractors want me to do that because they think that the quality of my shit sucks, right? Wouldn't you rather make fun of me in full 1080p and look at every little nuance of my face to pick apart, right? Well, guess what? If you're going to hit me with false strikes and you take down my channel and I can't make money, guess what? Now I can't do that. You see, like, this is what they don't think. They don't think big picture. They just think, oh, short term, right?
Short term is hilarious. Long term, thinking, wow, there's other locales.
That was in place.
Just today I was making fun of the quartering. Why? Because I can.
Anyway.
I'm sorry. Space Cat was making fun of the quartering.
I don't know what that means either. What's a Google sycophant? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, so let's go to tips now. Tip side of things. And again, to reiterate, if this channel goes down, you can still pledge to my Patreon.
You can still give me tips, guys.
Those still exist. Those aren't going away.
You can still tip me.
Okay. So we start off today with Skipperson, who took me $4.20 and said to relax my anus. There you go. Thanks a lot. Zero did $1.50 tips. I'm sure you've heard. It's floating around on Twitter. Wings is Trolls. All right, so I already addressed this. It's Wings is Trolls that are doing it. Big Allen took me $1.50. Said, I can't believe you don't strike people. I think the person who does it in your name makes
Wait. You said it was the person who made the intros.
You don't strike people.
The person who made the intros is a Wings Troll now?
Weirdo Superhound. And again, yeah, that, to my knowledge, that's a guy who's been messing with people for years and years on the internet. People try to figure out who he is and take him down, and they were not successful. I don't know anything about why he ever targeted me or why he would have targeted my detractors. I have nothing to do with it. I don't want anything to do with the guy, Wait, it's $6.
Yeah, people were saying it might have been his cousin, but his cousin was staying in the condo or whatever. He would have thrown a fucking fit about it. This is a man that if he has to drive farther than 2 miles from his house,
Twitter called this, and this is
throws a fit.
All right, I already said I don't care. All right, I don't care. I don't have the means to take action against these people. I'm not going to dox people. I'm not going to do shit. I just need the false claims to stop and be removed. I have no, you know what I mean? Like, I have no control over the nonsense going on, and I'm not going to do anything else about it besides say I just need people to listen to reason, right? I have no real other ability to do anything, so. Okay. An anonymous tipper to me $5 to stay strong. King. You have haters, but you have loyal fans as well who will stick with you. Long live DSP the King. Well, there you go. Thank you to an anonymous tipper for a $5 tip. Snow Carl to me $1.55. He says, sucks to hear about these troll issues. It's sickening some people would act without remorse. It must be stressful for Kat, who she's dealing with everything. I mean, the thing is, we've been through this before, you know? Like, this isn't the first rodeo. Seriously, this is not the first time this has happened.
You said the last time this happened was years ago before Kat was there.
And you gotta,
how would Kat know how to handle this?
Rationally, with a cool mind, a calm mind. When you get upset, right? That's when things tend to go wrong, right? So that being said, I'm not going to go crazy here. I'm not going to lose my mind. She's not going to lose her mind. We're just going to deal with it rationally. You know, I repealed the copyright strikes. I contacted YouTube. We see what happens. I have a backup plan. You go to that if you need to. Hope that I can keep the level of support that I need to keep going. You know, there's nothing that can be done besides hope for the best and keep going positively. That's our attitude these days, you know. Let's see here. An anonymous $3 tipper says, hope for the best. Sorry you're in the position you're in. Making fun of you is one thing. You know, it's annoying, but it's considered free speech. Actively trying to ruin your life is a bridge way too far. And again, I don't understand the whole effort towards this. Again, what do you even get out of this? What is the benefit if I can't make content? There's no benefit to you. So what are you doing? Make fun of me, deride me, rip me a new butthole, conspiracy theories, nonsense, whatever. When you destroy my livelihood,
Ciao, how's it going?
what is the benefit? Right? You won't ever hear about it. You'll hear nothing. You'll never even know what's going on.
Lord, hide your army.
Content anymore. It doesn't make sense. Professor Banana, to me $4.20 is why not make your own site and do business there? Because it's not how it works.
That's exactly how it works.
Even people who have made their own site still need YouTube. I'll give you a perfect example of someone who recently I kind of started to try to get caught up on how they've operated their business in the last few years. Used to be called That Guy with the Glasses, right? Now it's called Channel Awesome, and it's basically the Nostalgia Critic, right? He still actively made content non-stop, like literally. He's done content non-fucking stop for years and years. He never stopped, even though I didn't know that. He's been through all kinds of shit. But he has to post his content up, even though he owns his own website. He has a website where he posts up all of his videos, all right, all of them. And
because of the
you
autism.
can access them there. You can search for them there.
It's
you
called
can do everything there.
stimming.
He has to use YouTube as the video host. There is no solution to find an alternative way to host videos than YouTube. All right. There's a few different places where you can go if you want to try to use alternative. None of them are that good. What was the one that some people started using recently?
Of course he doesn't know, Sonachi.
It was actually I think it was the Angry Video Game Nerd started using them. So it's not YouTube. It's somewhere else. All right. But they basically don't even work that well. Like, from what I've seen, you try to play a video, sometimes it just loads, it won't even load. You can't even access the videos at some hours of the day. I can't remember what it is. It's a competitor to YouTube that just popped up in the last year to 2 years. But that's what I mean. Like, no one archives and does their own content. Everyone uses a third party, whether it's YouTube or Twitch or somewhere else to stream, and everyone uses YouTube as the repository for their content. You can't do it yourself. It's too expensive. You would have to have a server farm somewhere. You would have to actually have proprietary software designed. You would have to have insane amounts of bandwidth. You would have to go crazy to run your own business like that. That's why everyone uses the third parties. They're the only ones that can do it because they're so big, they can deal with that shit. You see what I'm saying? I can't do that. First of all, even back in the day when I had lots of money, before I made my move across the country, and that was the beginning of the financial problems, even then, I wouldn't have been able to afford it with the money that I was making.
Because you moved across the country.
Think of it this way. If
While not having the money for it.
rich doing YouTube and Twitch, why are they not doing it? They could afford it, but they still don't do it. It's not viable. That's why. Okay. Continuing on, Vidar Viking is here today. I guess that's who Mullah Viking was. To the $1.50, he says sycophant means a person who acts obsequiously towards someone important in order to gain an advantage. So you're saying if someone is working towards YouTube to gain an advantage with them or Google, who would that? You lost me. I appreciate the support.
Guys, I don't understand big word.
reasoning today.
Word big, no understand,
Really big.
guys.
Who's being a sycophant towards Google or YouTube? Anyway, Nick has tipped me $10 and says, this is a big YouTube lawsuit. It sets a way for troll cancel culture to be able to shut down livelihoods and dreams. I hope bigger channels like Philip DeFranco will cover you in wings. Try different stories of the same issue that could affect more. Huh? Well, thank you for the tip. I think trying to translate what Nick has said, he's basically saying that since this is now becoming an ongoing issue, perhaps bigger people could cover it, and then it'll be addressed, right? But I don't know. Right? Okay. Now, I received a ginormous $250 tip from someone named XP Squad. Let me get that on the leaderboard and let me read out what they have to say. I'm curious.
God,
Thank you so much.
$250
Obviously,
from one fucking person. Are you
we don't know
shitting
what's gonna happen
me?
with the channel, right? I'm not feeling positive.
Gameplay?
Guys,
You're on gameplay on a gameplay stream?
Here,
What the fuck is wrong with
feel
you?
positive and be like, oh, don't worry, nothing's gonna happen. I kind of don't feel that.
I hate this idiot. Come on, man. Do you want to play the fucking game?
I kind of feel like, sadly, there's already enough in the pipeline that likely DSP Gaming will be shut down today or tomorrow, and then I'm going to have a backup plan. So, thank you.
KO Gaming or Twitch, we already
Let's
know
see
it.
what he has to say, okay? By the way, enough is enough. You want to joke about bullshit with polls, and you want to joke about mobile games, you're banned, and you're not coming back ever, and I have no remorse over that choice because I've had enough. This is not a day to be making fucking fun of someone who's
That's
having
the
their
perfect
life
day to make
destroyed.
fun of you.
You're a scumbag. No one wants you here. No one ever liked you. Leave and don't come back. I'm giving my foot to your ass, and if you come back, every time I'm banning you on site. Don't ever come back. Fucking two assholes right now in the chat that really just pissed me off. They think it's funny. Oh, let's make a joke that Phil will use this money to do pulls in a mobile game. All right, here's a joke. Fuck you. This is my life. It's serious business.
But
Shut
it
the
is
fuck up
funny.
and go move on. Go somewhere else. Okay. So, let's see what XP Squad had to say. I'm a long-term viewer, admittedly, not as much recently. I do see how you've grown as a gamer and as a person, and I appreciate that. I do hope that you can keep this up for years to come. Despite what the trolls say, I do believe that you provide genuine entertainment. Thank you so much. And today, a very, pertinent time for that level of support, man. Thank you. Really, because I needed that. Not knowing what's going to happen. I don't know. Okay? The funny part is, people are all saying dumb shit. You want to know the truth? Here's the truth. I fully expected this morning, when I opened up my YouTube and it said I had 2 copyright strikes, I thought that I couldn't do anything on the channel. I thought that I couldn't upload. I thought that I couldn't stream.
Oh, speaking of polls,
you know what I mean? I didn't know what was gonna happen. The stream turned on.
did DSP
I was able to change
plan
thumbnails on
this
videos. So
behind the scenes
guess
with
until the
Super
first strike
Hound?
hits, we're okay. Unless YouTube is slow to move, and maybe within the next day, all of a sudden YouTube will catch up and be like, "Oh, you can't stream on there anymore." I don't know. I don't know how it works. I actually looked it up.
You've been on YouTube for 15 years and you don't know how it works.
It actually says
Good to know, DSP.
you can lose the ability to monetize for copyright strikes. It does not say you lose your ability to create at all. Go figure.
You're going to be balling in WWE
I think
tonight.
it used to be different, right?
Oh,
I'm
message
pretty sure that it used to be
deleted.
different, that if you even got a single copyright strike, you couldn't stream and you couldn't upload. But here I am, right? So it's obviously working.
Exactly.
I don't know if it's going to let me upload this video. I guess we're going to find out.
Exactly.
Right?
Proof
But,
that this is all bullshit. You get strike,
Okay.
you can't do shit for a week.
So here's the deal. First of all, thank you guys for your support. And yes, obviously, we have rewards in place now. Thank you so much, XP Squad. I know maybe it's probably not the most happy day to be doing rewards, but I would feel kind of bad if I didn't give you guys rewards for support. Okay?
He's going to put on the Los Santos hat and the gold vest.
Let's do a poll for a hat.
And apparently he's able to move his camera around.
And by the way, just so everyone knows,
Mister, I
can't
can't move the camera.
Stream
Where's
right
the
now,
camera on this
because what I'd
stream?
like to do is talk with you guys, all right, over a little bit, get a little bit of interaction with you about your mindset of what might be going on, why this is even happening, and maybe talk about the future. Because here's the thing, thank God this year I've diversified my content, right? Thank God I'm not the guy who just sits here and plays games on stream all day, right? I've definitely diversified my content this year on purpose. I'm known for different things now.
Ooh, his membership's
change
about
the
to drop
content
to under 450.
short term or whatever I can, but I'm curious like what we should do. So anyway, let's do a poll for a hat first, okay?
I still love his. Guys, I said it like 5 years ago. How can you report me now?
Which hat is
it
copyright
still on your
strike?
channel?
Yes. I'm not even kidding. That's what I
Yes?
said. Yes.
Then you'd be reported for it because you still have it on your channel.
Copyright strike back. False copyright strike back.
Yep, Master Chaos
Here we go.
has planned to
Hat number
Fake
1, low
strikes
sound
is
cap.
working.
Hat number 2, cowboy hat. Hat number 3, the beret. And hat number 4, the fake hair hat. There you go. Okay. So Vidar did another $4.20 tip. He said, I think you misunderstood my first super chat. I said a sycophant would do sycophant behavior. In regards to why people treat you like wings, you asked, why would people suck up to me? It's like you didn't understand what a sycophant is. I still don't get it. Maybe we need to give up on this. Maybe we need to give up on this line of talk. I'm really confused. Who is sucking up to anyone? That's what I'm trying to understand. The subject matter is I'm being taken
sucking
down
up to the wings trolls, begging them not to strike you.
Already. What does that have to do with someone sucking up to someone?
Yep, all
confused.
ploy to get
Anyway, I still
more
think you
tips
tip.
after having
we're gonna figure this out
several
at some
slow
point.
streams.
I don't know when, but I hope we can figure this out at some point. Continuing on. Ethan has done a $4.20 tip. He says, it's Ethan. I recently got out of the hospital for COVID. Oh my God. Wow. That sucks. He says he has some permanent damage as a result of having COVID. I'm really sorry to hear that, man. He says, basically, I was the one who inspired him to give streaming a shot. And he does average, a good amount of viewers for what he considers good. And thank you for the entertainment through the years. Well, thank you. Number 1 for the support. Number 2 for watching. And I'm really sorry to hear that, man. I hope you get better. That's one of the extreme, scenarios, which sucks. But I hope that, things will turn out for the best for you. And I do wish you the best with your streaming as well. I hope everything turns out well for you, okay? Kuma Bear has tipped me $10. Says, I've been a fan since your very first DSP tries it, where you tried pancakes and stuff, stating you don't want to see me eat food on camera. That's disgusting. Look how that changed. This is a lighthearted joke you about doing where, now people demand to watch me eat it on camera, right? Imagine if I ate it off camera and all you heard was the eating sounds, which I used to do for DSP Tries It. It's absolutely true. So thank you, Kuma Bear, for the $10 tip. In addition, I received a $25 tip from 1 Minute Man today. So thank you very much to 1 Minute Man. 1 Minute Man, I don't know if you're watching, because you basically support my streams every day. Right? And I appreciate
1 Minute Man shows up to save the day.
To some people that are out there who are regulars and ongoing supporters of my content, all right? I actually want to appeal to you guys for a second. All right?
Well,
so
according to the poll,
a
lot of people agree with me that this was all set up behind the scenes by Superhound and him.
I know this isn't easy. It's not easy for me either, man. It's
not easy being sleazy, guys.
I just want to put out positive and fun stuff for people around the world. People tell me that what I do is meaningful. That's why I keep doing it. That's why I put up with this stuff. That's why I put up with this shit every day. I'm trying to do what's best, for me and my family. If I felt that quitting YouTube would be the right thing, I would. Okay? But I don't think it's the right thing to do. I think that, number 1, having meaningful content for people all around the world is a huge positive.
Meaningful my ass.
Outright told me if you were to go away and not do what you do, that would actually be a huge detriment in our lives. And in addition, like I said, right now, there's really nothing that I can do to change my situation. I don't like sitting here and talking about this. I don't like sitting here and saying, hey, please support my streams and we have a slow stream day. Can you support them? I hate it. I hate it. I hate it more than anything. I'm serious. In my whole fucking life, I've never hated things more than having to sit here and be like, I need help. I hate it, man. It's not, I just want to be able, I want things to go back to how they used to be. I want it to be like,
I wanted to go back to the day when you just gave me all the money and I had to work for it. James, check Twitter.
And here's a slow stream, and here's the fucking support that I need. I hate this shit. Right now I'm in a really bad position in real life, and there's so many people on the internet.
I agree that we just had the poll.
Or half-truths about me.
Just had the poll that this is all planned so we can beg for more money.
I want to do these messed up things to me. And it's not right, and there's nothing I can do to fix it. You know what I mean? Like I said, the only thing that I feel that I can do.
Nice haircut there, King Bean.
There for years, and I mean it. It's going to be years. There's no simple solution.
Exactly,
There's no
Dachi.
angel investor that's going to contact me behind the scenes and say, Phil, I love you in DSP Gaming. I'm going to give you $100,000 to do towards your business however you see fit. Pay off your debt.
And he talks for
hours
and hours and hours about something he totally hates, guys.
I have to do the hard way. I have to tough it out. I have to do this day by day. I have to make ends meet any way that I can. And I have to basically tough with it. It's going to take years and years. Like I said, I declared bankruptcy 2.5 years ago. On average, it takes 7 to 10 years for any financial institution to want to touch you again. So right now, I would love to refinance my home and get money to pay all the things that I owe and be on a good financial plane to be like, everything's good. Don't have to ask for anything on my streams anymore. It's going to take me, no exaggeration, at a minimum, 5 more years.
5 more years until your
Unless some
parents
fucking
die, you
miracle
hope.
happens,
That's kind of
which
fucked
I
up.
am not expecting, I'm not counting on, and I'm not asking for, right? I'm willing to do the work, the 5 years of work to get back on track and fix my shit. But I can't do it when this shit is happening.
I can't do it if you
People
guys
are
don't give me more
actively
money.
breaking the law to prevent me from doing the work I need to do to fix the situation I'm in, then I can't do anything about it. That's the worst feeling about all of this, is that I'm kind of helpless in it. I could be doing the right thing, and it still doesn't matter. You know what I mean? And I do want to say thank you to those who have stuck in there through thick and thin over the years and supported me in any way. Whether it's someone who simply just watched my content, spread the word about it, you know, supported it in any way, all the different ways that have been.
Situation where he doesn't have enough money to just blow on,
you know,
WWE champions like he had when he had credit
Things here
cards
on YouTube,
that he never paid off.
You know, thank you so much, because I would not be here today if it wasn't for you. I don't want this to go away. And if it does, quite frankly, that's the end of my life, because I can't keep going and I can't support the things I need to support my family.
He'd be a great
Just
politician with
goes
his
away because
gerrymandering.
someone's breaking the law to hurt me.
Like, show.
Okay? It's messed up when you really think about a big picture, right? Okay, I got Los Santos Cap has won the poll. Okay?
La Santos. La Santos.
So now let's do
I've actually played it,
poll.
communism,
Two
and yeah,
vests and 2 jerseys.
it's trash. It's just god awful. There's no gameplay, just pure spend money to
Actually,
win.
let's do the gold vest. Let's do the black, blue, and white
Gold
jersey.
vest wins.
Let's do the denim vest. And
I was
let's
about to
do
say not the platinum vest. He hates the platinum vest.
my vests are right here. Why am I trying to remember what they are when they're literally sitting right next to me? Right?
Wow, how
Literally
gin
right
addled
here.
is your brain? You don't remember what your
Trying to remember.
fucking
Oh. We'll do
vests are.
the original beige. Okay, let me get the Los Santos hat.
And he, not once does he show any evidence of these strikes, just claiming that there were strikes.
You guys really like this hat, huh? What's weird is,
I mean, as far as we know,
traditionally
nothing
people
ever
ask for
actually
the most hat
happened.
that they think, like,
He's
is
just
funny
making
or
it up.
whatever, right? But this hat, there's nothing wrong with it at all. It's nice. And people actually say I kind of look good in it. It's weird you guys vote for it all the time.
He actually has come forth before. We made fun of him for finishing
Okay.
fourth in
More
WWE
shout-outs to
Champions
you.
before.
Okay? And by the way, Derek, thank you. I see Derek is saying nice things in the chat, and I appreciate that. Flob has tipped me $1.50. He says, they could deplatform you all they like. You know, they've done it before. The one thing they'll never do is get rid of your fans. Those that
King
picked you up since
of
you lost your job in
Retop.
2010 will continue to pick you up.
Still love how that
matter
microphone
the
makes the
location. That's
shirt
really
look
nice
so
of you.
much worse.
Thank you.
He looks like one because he is one.
Thank you guys for having my
531.
back.
Nope, still not playing.
$4.20. He says, sorry about all this stuff, Phil.
Although the stream's like
I don't
what, an
hate
hour
anyone.
behind.
I don't hate anyone.
Hour and 8
I
minutes
did. I
behind.
used to. I used to be someone who was full of a lot of hate and a lot of anger and a lot of pain. And then I can actively tell you guys that in the 14 years I've been a content creator, that my life has definitely changed for the better. And you know, part of it is
All
you guys,
4 of his
and part of
fans.
it obviously is meeting my wife. And part of it is just a lot of combinations together, all right, of things. But I don't hate anyone anymore. I don't even hate the guy who hit me with the false copyright strikes. I don't. I just want to stay here in my lane. I don't want to bother anyone. I really don't. I just want to be me, and I just want to entertain an audience, all right? And I just want to be able to keep making content.
I don't think he actually plays any
that
video
has
games
people on the
today.
internet. And
He's supposed to be
for
playing
me,
Saints Row today. I don't think he actually
situations like
plays
right now,
it.
that's what's at stake. Is that like these people?
I'm
that's
gonna
what
guess
take
right
away
now he does not
my
play any
ability to
video
do
games
that. They wanna
today.
take away my ability
Just
to, like,
straight up skips it.
put out something meaningful to me that's actually, in my opinion, changed my life for the better. You know what I'm saying? And that's messed up. But I don't hate anyone. I don't have any feeling of hatred or anger. I just want to be left alone. Maybe that's why I'm an
Just
easy
leave me
target at this
alone,
point,
guys.
because I'm
To
not lashing out,
scream
you know
and
what I mean?
beg for money
Like-
from debt
like,
heads.
I'm not exaggerating.
And scam
All
money
right?
out of children.
I'm sitting
Like
here
$250
with
from
you
one
guys,
person.
and I'm telling you what's going on. And guess what happened? 3 different people emailed me saying, we know who's doing this to you, and we're going to send you all their information, and you do stuff to them. No. No.
He's gonna
I
be
refuse.
chug,
I'm not gonna
chug,
do
chug all night,
I
band.
refuse.
Phil.
For multiple reasons, okay? Number one, stooping to their level. You can't, they say fight fire with fire. It doesn't work. You can't put out a fire with fire.
I mean, could you imagine if he spent $100,000 on scratch cards?
You understand? And as much as I'm not,
he probably would have spent even more money on scratch cards because he wouldn't want money back.
I don't talk about it on my streams. I'm pretty sure you guys have figured out.
Instead, he blew it all on gotcha.
I was raised Roman
Mind
Catholic.
you, that's just one game.
And even though
wouldn't be surprised if he's blown $250,000 on gotcha games.
Even though I might not have that association between religion and the way that I am anymore, I still have like a really strong moral code inside of me.
You ain't got no moral code, bitch.
Give me shit for it. Perfect example was a couple months ago. Keemstar.
Holla, holla, Shimmy. How's it going?
Take that with a grain of salt.
You're already on the list, aren't you?
To do something with
yes, you are already on the list. Awesome.
Podcast. I have no idea. We never even got to that level
DSP,
of discussion.
the deceitful snake. Yes, he is.
I look at that situation
Gouty Viper.
and I say, I'm not going to do it. As much as that would help my family, I'm not going to violate my own moral beliefs and code. All right? To do something that I consider heinous or wrong in order to get ahead. I refuse. All right? I wouldn't be able to live with myself. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night.
Yes, they will, Facildel.
I knew that what I was doing was wrong or harmful. You understand? So in this case, I don't hate anyone. I'm not upset directly with anyone to the point where I wish anyone harm or wrong. And that's a big change because back in the day, I was the opposite. I used to be so full of anger and hatred, and I would wish people horrible things would happen to me.
Now you're full of gin and DoorDash.
I just want everyone to be happy. Because you know what? You want to know what I really feel? This person or persons right now who's doing this to me, if they were truly happy, they wouldn't do it to me. Am I right? When I was
they were happy, guys. They wouldn't be trolling me.
And I outright went after.
What if trolling you makes them happy because it's funny?
It was because I hated my own life. I was upset that I wasn't enjoying my life as much as I should. I didn't have the opportunities other people in the Street Fighter community had to travel and play. I felt like it was unfair. I would go to tournaments and feel like I was being treated unfairly, and I was mad and I wanted to lash out at everyone around me because of it. Okay? That's why I acted like that. That's probably why these parties are doing it to me. Why else would you do it, right? There's got to be a reason. People don't just do this kind of stuff out of the... Oh, one day I woke up and I was going to point at someone randomly on the internet and I'm going to ruin their life today. It doesn't happen. So
no, they've been laughing at you for however long. Now they're laughing at you even more.
They're doing this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I feel bad actually for people who are doing this kind of negative shit towards me or Wings or anyone, because obviously there's a reason for it, right? And I don't wish them hatred. I don't wish them anger. I just want them to be happy, because then if they're happy, they can move on, and then I can go on with my own stuff. You know what I mean? I know that's very different from how I used to be, but that's just how I am in my mindset today. Okay, continuing on. Oh, hold on. Ryu from Street Fighter tipped me $1.50. At this point, I'm losing count of the contributions. Ryu from Street Fighter says,
he's making so much money, he's losing track of it, guys.
So you might say your dumb shit from time to time. You put your foot in your mouth, you might lose your temper. That's all correct. I will definitely fess up to that. It happens a lot. But it doesn't warrant this kind of stuff, and you're not malicious. Okay. Thank you for that. Vidar's trying one last time. Vidar, I'm sorry. Hopefully we can understand this now. We're about to see. Okay? All right. So Vidar says, sycophants will do sycophant behavior. Who you are and how nice you are don't matter. I hope you understand what I'm saying. That's my original message, and I genuinely don't understand how that got lost. I understand what you're saying, but I think we're misunderstanding the term sycophant. A sycophant is someone who will do what they can to suck up or be in favor. What I don't understand, and this is where the disconnect is, who is trying to suck up or be in favor with someone? If you destroy me, all the people
you're sucking up to the Wings trolls, begging them
up to? I don't even understand.
Not to fuck you over.
This is someone who has a vendetta against me of some sort. Because if they didn't, why would they be trying to destroy me? You understand? Okay, I hope that made sense. Wow, dude, XP Squad. Holy shit, dude. Another $100 tip. Thank you. XP Squad is going way above and beyond today. You are a really nice person today, and I really appreciate that. Thank you. So XP Squad says, you're welcome. A bit off topic to change the subject a bit. I'm wondering if Xenoblade Chronicles 3, wondering if Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is on your radar. Is it too long or too low interest type of a game to fit your current streams? I think your reactions would be golden. It's not low interest. It's definitely the length. For example, if that game, excuse me, if that game had come out at the very beginning of the summer, June, July, and knowing that, it's 80 to 140 hours long, depending on how much content you do, all right? Then I likely would have been way more, I would have been way more like...
Oh, yeah, he gets way into clown mode once he starts getting money.
It's going to take a long time to do so, right? But let's go ahead and play it over the summer when there's
exactly,
enough time
to do so.
There's just not enough time right now between now and when a lot of new releases will start coming out, say, in late September and October. October is gaming overload this year. There is so much coming out in October.
So is October now the new begging season? I mean, hardcore gaming season?
This year. So I wish that game had come out months earlier, and I would have been like, oh, no problem, let's play it slowly. I wouldn't have done Final Fantasy VII, but it just so happens it came out kind of too late for me to jump in and do a fair run for it. The last thing I want is to start an insanely lengthy RPG, and it ends up getting stuck and not finishing till next year. That's not what I want to happen, okay? Derek, you're absolutely right. I was very much looking forward to a full stream of Saints Row today, and now look what's going on, okay? A lot more shout-outs to get to, guys. An anonymous $10 tipper tipped me an anonymous $10 anonymously. Thank you to the anonymous $10 tipper for the anonymous $10 tip. The $10 tip that was anonymous will help. Thank you.
The help with
Daryl
what?
Robinson sent me $10, and I hope this works out, dude. I hope
Playing
so
more
too.
WWE champions.
You know, I've been here, done that, and I've been down this road with YouTube, and I really don't feel YouTube's going to do anything about it, and I get the feeling this channel's going to end up being suspended for nonsensical reasons. And there's nothing I can do about that. You know?
Like he knows
But I
it's
will have a
gonna
backup plan,
happen.
and I'll let you know.
Like
if
he
and when
knows
that
he's been
happens.
planning
Again,
this.
After they call me DSP on Twitter, I'll share the information with you all. All right. Gold Vest has one. Okay. Let me go get the Gold Vest, and we got way more shoutouts today. Excuse me. I'm finishing up the tip shoutouts, then we're going to go to YouTube, because there's a lot on YouTube now that's coming, and then if there's more tips, we'll go back. I'm going back and forth. Thank you, guys. King of Pole, to me $10, said contact Nick from Cozy.tv. It's a new streaming service. It protects the streamer and supports you to the fullest. It never allows false DMCA. Cozy TV is better than YouTube. You can even do wrestling streams with zero flagging. Also power chat. I don't know anything about it. I'll tell you this. If they allow wrestling streams, that's illegal. It is.
It's illegal, guys.
And put commentary over it.
Like you know all about
Yeah,
illegal
then
shit.
what would happen, right? Definitely what would happen is you get sued into oblivion by these companies. So that doesn't sound very kosher to me, at least from my understanding of how, you know, copyright law works. I don't know how you could be restreaming wrestling or anything else. That doesn't seem to make much sense. Okay. Again, I have to emphasize something. These false strikes against me are not like, oh, this is because Phil actually committed copyright issues and he wants to go to a website where you can do copyright evasion and shit. It's not the case at all. They're blatantly false. Okay? Okay. So, now on the YouTube side of things. Final
You
lap
smacked
87.
the hornet's
The
nest
super chat
multiple
says, "I
times,
bounce
screaming,
back from
"Sting
this.
me!"
Would you
Now
actively
you're
ask
finally
them to
getting
the chat
strong.
for help to remedy the issue? I don't
They
know
do
who can
not
help
seem
me,
real
right?
at all.
If anyone can help me,
This seems
please do.
straight up
I don't
he
know who
worked
to
behind
reach
the
out
scenes
to at
with
this point,
Superhound,
or if I even should.
or there was
I would
never
say
any
if there's anyone out there that
strikes
can
to begin
somehow
with.
help me
He just
avoid
knew he'd make a lot of
having
money
my
for
business
it.
shut down. That would be nice. All right, it would really help out, you know. And that's all I have to say. I don't know what else to do. I don't have a ton of extra time here to be reaching out to people behind the scenes to try to do stuff. I don't even know who could help me. All right, but if anyone can, I'd be appreciative. So Europe Gaming gifted a membership to I'm Silence. Congratulations to I'm Silence. Thank you to Europe Gaming for the channel support. Moral did a super chat says, what were the strikes for and were they valid? All right, I already said, sadly, I can't talk about them, and here's why. Because when you get strikes,
You said it was for
information.
intros.
If I talk about the information,
You
someone
said
can
it was
dox
for
me on the internet.
intros.
So I can't give you the details, all right? What I can tell you is that this person
Because you
very much
always
wants
take
my channel
people's
gone.
work and
So it
go,
wasn't just one
thanks
or
for
two claims
that.
and
Well, you're
mass
gonna
claiming
no
it.
pay for
Now,
it or
what YouTube
anything.
does is they
Hey.
group those claims together into
Hey.
claims. So
Why
therefore,
would
the
I
channel doesn't get shut down. So
pay?
even though this person attempted a ton of claims, I got 2 strikes. Okay? So there you go. That's all I can really say. I wish I could say more.
And then he claims,
but
guys, I
I'll
totally
get in
have
trouble.
proof that I was
Okay.
allowed to do this, guys.
Okay,
I swear.
Let's see here.
Where's the
Korea's
proof that you
Saturn
had
did a
the
super
right to
chat.
do this?
He says, "The first
I
time I'm
can't
super
show
chatting
it,
to you, I
guys.
just became a fan of yours
He
through
does hit
YouTube. I hope
1,000.
you don't get your channel removed. I feel like you're a good
According to
person.
Twitter, he hits
When I rock you,
$1,000,
love you
but
for
then
being amazing.
still begs for
That's
more.
joke, I guess, over at Review Tech USA. So just to reiterate, if this channel goes down, it's not down
He
for good.
still
These copyright
begs for
strikes
more,
will
even after getting
eventually be reversed, but they take
$1,000.
time. And that's my problem is, what do I do in the meantime? I have to work. I can't not work.
This is on 1.5
I need to make a
speed.
living, you see? So let's see what happens if the channel
This is
does
at
go
1.5
down,
speed
then
because
I'll let
he
you know what my
takes
backup plan
for
is on Twitter, and
fucking
we'll go from there.
ever.
But hopefully we don't get to that point. But we'll see.
That and I'm
Not
about
really
an
positive.
hour. Actually, holy shit. Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm about an hour behind.
All right, continuing on.
Because I had to wait till I got home
Follows,
from the
bless you.
gym after going to work.
Monk.
Well, I worked 8
Been on for
hours,
2
went
months.
to the gym,
Big up
came
Phil.
home,
Keep going
started
back in the
this.
Thank you, Monk.
Had
Curry,
issues,
we have the membership
started
for 4
again.
months. So
Had
the backup plan
issues.
is daily motion.
Started a third
No.
time.
Absolutely not. Thank you, Curry. But Jerry up their membership. He says, we start streaming on
Why would he show
Pornhub.
proof of anything,
No,
dude? You're
that's
just
very
supposed to believe him. Give him
stupid.
money for
And
it.
then Lambo Guy 188 actually became a member. So it looks like we may have actually gained a couple of members today. All right.
That'd be down to
although
like 425 last I
I'd say
heard.
it,
425
likely we
memberships
lost
last time I
members
heard.
overall. I do remember at the end of July.
Although it may not have happened
quite a
yet.
few gifted membership like bombs that hit, and I think what's happened now is they're all expiring. Yup. Guess how many members we're at now, guys?
425.
I'm gonna update it right now. Yep, we're at 425 members. So at this point, I don't think there's any reason to be trying to working towards any kind of a members goal for the month. It's not going to work. You know, we're not going to hit it, especially now with the fact that I don't even know if this channel is going to be live within a day. So there's really no point in trying to work towards a members goal. All right, if you want to re-up your membership,
things
thank
out
you,
of an
that
ottoman
helps a
explains
ton.
what an ottoman
If
is.
you'd like to
Oh,
gift
this is going to
membership
get
to the channel,
even
thank you, that helps
better.
a ton, and I'm sure people here would be appreciative of getting gifted memberships today. But at this point, you know, what's the purpose of
Oh,
having
this
some
is
kind
going
of
to
a
get
goal to work
even
towards that's just unreachable?
better.
Okay. Oh, really? Thank you, Derek. An anonymous tipper says, it's not even worth leading to Cozy TV. Sadly, it's a streaming platform known for the far right, and, you know, going there is basically not going to help you. All right. Well, thank you for clarifying that, and thank you for the tip. Okay, so now, I've explained the situation. Allow me to summarize. All right? There is a concerted effort to take down DSP gaming. First, they tried to hit me with a bunch of community guideline strikes for videos anywhere from 6 to 10 years old. It did not work. What ended up happening was YouTube flagged the videos for adult content, and they're still fine.
So they did work.
So then
you just don't get ad revenue on adult content stuff.
YouTube didn't grant most of them, but I was hit with a bunch of them overnight, now resulting in 2 copyright strikes against DSP gaming.
Yeah, now including
third,
super chats and
stickers
I
would hope that
and new memberships.
Soon, but knowing YouTube, likely they will not let me clear them up in shorter than 2 weeks. In which case, I need to keep working. We need to find alternatives of what I can do for the couple of weeks until these copyright claims get cleared up on YouTube. Okay?
Wow, so, crossing his arms, acting like a big man.
Plan, all right, on Twitter at @DSP. All right, that's where you need to go.
Random crayon on a piece of paper.
It's not there yet. So I strongly advise if you're someone
that's hilarious.
Wants to know what's going to be happening with me, you head over there and you follow me, all right? And by the way, I do have a backup to that Twitter as well. If that Twitter gets taken down, but I haven't had issues with that in a while. If even that gets taken down, remember, I have alternate ways to contact you guys, whether it's my other YouTube channels or whether it's my Twitch channel. I still have other ways to contact you and let you know what we're going to do, all right? But the truth is I don't want to. I don't want
Man, it's picking at his face. He is.
I was going to do or wanted to do this week or month or whatever. I want to just keep going business as usual if I can.
Keep going, guys.
But there's no
keep
guarantee.
Going, you guys give me money.
Like I said, at any moment, more false strikes could get granted on the channel and I'll get taken down.
Womp womp. That'd be hilarious.
Okay. So there you go. Thank you to the Shin Black for a $4.20 tip, who says, keep your head up, God bless. Thank you to the Shin Black.
The only reason he might go to Twitch instead of KO Gaming is because of that. They don't want to get in trouble for ban evading.
I actually have no idea if I'll even be able to upload this to the channel. Well, I guess we'll find out. Wolf-like just did a super chat. Says, Phil, I've been a fan of yours for a little while. I discovered you through Review Tech. Keep up the good work.
But from what I've read before, YouTube doesn't count it as...
I appreciate that.
Like, if you get in trouble for community or copyright stuff...
Okay.
If it later gets proven to be
honest,
false, it's not considered ban evasion.
Right? That I was able to...
Because if, like, when you're in the process of fighting them...
I was under the impression that when you get copyright strikes on your channel...
Because I had to look it up before I made my new channel, James the Greater.
Maybe they don't anymore. At one point they were...
Make sure that it wouldn't be counted as ban evasion. Like, when you're in the process of...
They actually don't do that anymore.
Disputing claims...
Right? I don't know.
It's not counted as ban evasion because the claims have not yet officially gone through. And it's like, goddamn. But then again, it's their TOS. They can change it whenever the fuck they want.
I can still click on it. I can still say go live.
No, don't hide. No, don't hide.
To create a new stream if I'd like. So from what I can see...
Oh, I'm sorry, Al Jones. I meant to hit show, but I accidentally hit hide. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Dishonor me, dishonor my family, dishonor my cow.
Penalties against the channel. In that regard, it looks like everything is still in place, and I'm still able to make content. So all we can do is hope that stays
James
the
the Greater.
Obviously, I want to still be here for the rest of the stream. Obviously, I would like to stream tonight, right? To make content for you guys. So now, here's what we're going to do. I have a question to ask everyone, because obviously now they screwed everything up today, all right? And by the way, if I hear back from YouTube, which they assured me, they said, Phil, we're going to get back to you. At least this is the line level, contact that you get at YouTube. They assured me that they're going to be contacting me today with an update on the situation and what can be done, if anything. Okay? That's what they told me. So I'm waiting to hear back from them. I don't know if and when I'll hear back from YouTube. But that's what I'm being told. All right. So we'll see. But I guess the question now is, what do you guys want to do today? Allow me to explain what we originally were going to do.
When you report someone, you put in a timestamp on the video.
Originally, I was going to play.
Like, well, if he says that word
at, would have already been playing it for almost
7 minutes and 13 seconds of this video.
Right.
When you do the report, you put in the hey at 17.
But now
at 7 minutes 13 seconds is when he does the.
I'm going to go off stream around 4 p.m. my usual time to have dinner with my wife, who's home today. All right. I would like to do a second stream tonight at 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. Originally, that stream was going to be a new game called Midnight Fight Express that just came out on Game Pass. It's a game that's supposed to be like a beat 'em up combat game that just came out. It's a one-man dev team. I mean, that's insane. A one-man dev team, right? Who ever heard of that? I don't think I've ever heard of a single game being built by a single person. Usually it's at least sharing the responsibility amongst a few people. So that's pretty crazy. I don't know if it's good or not. I haven't played it yet. All right. But now what I'd like to do is appeal to you guys. What do you want to do? We have about an hour and 45 minutes left. I'm gonna take a quick break and probably use the restroom. But outside of that,
are you really gonna take a break?
Then we're gonna take a break. Hopefully I can do a late stream. What do you want? Do you want me to just jump right into Saints Row now and do that? Okay. Do you want me tonight to still do Midnight Fight Express? Would you prefer maybe because Saints Row was supposed to be all day? I do like a little bit of it now and more tonight on the late stream as well. Like, what do you guys want? Well, Spartanius wanted to do the super chat. He's going to react to my original Andy Dick cameo. I could, but at this point, I think everyone's already seen it. Right? Oh, crap. I actually like what you've done with it for intros and stuff, but I don't know if people... I mean, do you want an impromptu react stream where I just do random shit like that? I don't know. An anonymous tipper tipped me $1.50. Says, can we play a fun and simple game? Have you tried a few meme games on Xbox like Fall Guys again? What is it with Fall Guys? Guys, I played Fall Guys like crazy when it was out. I played it again. I kept doing the new seasons. I played Fall Guys so much, you guys got bored of it and actually told me you didn't like it, stop playing it. Then all of a sudden, it goes free to play.
I'm sure one
console.
person
a few
said
streamers
that.
play it, and all of a sudden, oh, Phil, you gonna play Fall Guys? When are you gonna play Fall Guys? What are you talking about? I already did many times. Why do you want to see me go back to Fall Guys? You know? Do an impromptu react stream. To what? Thank you,
being
Jade.
a
He plays Disney Dreamlight Valley. It's not out yet, right? And Bassmaster? No, I'm not doing Bassmaster tonight. We're going to do fishing every Sunday night. There's no reason to change that, I don't think. Nicholas is like, let's just do Saints Row. Fuck the haters. An anonymous $2 tipper says, I think we should stick with Midnight Express tonight. It sounds fun. If you want, we can keep the night stream the same if that's really what you want. I'd be okay with that. Clean out the ottoman. That's an idea. Would you guys just like an interactive stream?
And that's what he does. He cleans out the ottoman.
The entire office clean out.
Time for bed.
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, good night, Equality. Thanks for watching all the way from China.
Right?
Good to know I'm international, bitches.
The chat is torn. Swag says that's not a bad idea. Because I feel like if I start gameplay now, it's not even 2 hours. It's not even enough. But probably it's just enough time to do that. Yeah. What Beast Pirate Warriors? Plum Girl says, Surfix Fall Guys, Bassmaster, Clean the Ottoman, Saints Row. Call it the DSP's Closet, the on-disc DLC.
Thanks, ExpressVPN.
Right, you know
Nice.
I think, honestly, that makes the most sense. Because that way...
Yeah, he's still going,
Elaine.
Elaine.
We're screwing with anything. We don't have gameplay going. I can just seamlessly
This
do it.
is from today. This
set up much
is...
here either.
I'm just about an hour behind what he is.
And I know we're going to lose hundreds of people. What can you do?
Nice
I
quality.
Something fun to do to get it done. All right. That was a good idea. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to end the Level 1 podcast. I'm going to upload it to the channel later if it works. There's no guarantee this will ever go live. Okay? We'll see what happens. I hope you guys enjoyed it who are here live, and thank you for your support. All right? I'm going to take a brief break because I got to pee. And then I'm going to come right back, and we're just going to change the setup to be, I can check out and see what's in that ottoman. I'm also going to tell my wife what's going on so she knows. All right? And then we'll go from there.
Is she going to be in the kitchen crying?
Use the restroom and say hi to Kat and tell her know what's going on. You don't have to leave if you're here live. If you're not interested in me doing the ottoman clean out, which is going to be interesting, there's a lot of stuff in there. That's fine. I hear you. But if you
a lot of stuff in there, like what?
All right.
Guess we find out.
That's the situation. I hate bringing you shitty news like this. All right. I hope nothing else comes of it, but something else very well might come of it. All right. I apologize in advance for any drama this has brought you. I thank you for your support today. Okay.
Well, thank you, Elaine. Hope you're doing well.
End the show. Take a brief break. Thank you all. And I hope I can upload this video later so the on-demand viewers can also know what's going on. Guys, any way you can help, I don't even know what. Like I said, if you think there's other people you can appeal to who can help me, I'd appreciate that. If there's anything you could do, all right? Thank you so much. Thank you for all your support over the years, and hopefully we can get this resolved. Okay, I stopped recording. Let's now...
Stop recording, so now we're going to get a sneak bag.
Let's make this bigger. All right. I'm not going to run an ad, right? I'm not going to do anything. All I'm going to do is use the bathroom and go talk to Kat, and then I'm going to tweet. I actually need to rename the stream. And I'm going to tweet, and for the next
Doing
9 minutes
all right. Went to work, went to the
gym,
gym, came home, and got on this.
See what works, what doesn't on my console.
Because this is fucking hilarious.
So guys, don't go anywhere. Please give me like 2 minutes. I'm just going to go use the restroom, talk to Kat, come back, and then we'll resume with the ottoman clean out. Thank you.
Didn't even play music or anything. He just walked away. But he should be back. There he is.
Okay, guys, I'm back. So, a few quick things. I got to rename the stream. I got to let everyone know by tweeting and posting up on the community tab. We're going to do this special event out of nowhere. All right? What I could do... Actually, I don't want to turn off my Xbox right now because I'm going to have some joysticks there that are Xbox joysticks that I'm going to want to test on my Series X. And then I'm going to have some that are PlayStation joysticks I'm going to want to test on my PlayStation. And I might also want to plug them into my PC and see if they work there. All an interesting premise, right? Okay. So, let's do this. And again, I apologize. I didn't want to have all my streams screwed up today. All right? It is what it is. Alt, my T, Almighty T. Who's Almighty T? Like Almighty Tevin? So someone trying to I guess, impersonate Almighty Tevin, but spelled it wrong, as if they're going to fool me, tipped $1.50 saying, you don't have to, like, fool, like, you don't have to even use a fake name. Why wouldn't I have read that? If you had actually tipped me $1.50 and said Almighty Tevin, why wouldn't I have just read that? You didn't have to disguise your name.
You know your friend who died was going to be amazing?
Is that I don't care about the restreamers, I don't care about the trolls.
When you try to do the ABC, you go, curious.
I don't have an issue with Almighty Tevin. I don't care. Let him restream me. I don't give a fuck. Still got a small penis, but I don't give a fuck. Okay?
Still has a small penis. How would you know what Tevin's penis looks like? Did Cat tell you? Did Cat try to make you feel like a big boy? No, when he was blowing my back out, it's a small penis, DSP. I swear. Oh my god, what the fuck kind of kindergarten bullshit is this? I don't care, he has a small penis. Wow.
You know, I just don't want my business taken down. Okay. Alex did a super chat. He said, would you ever react to the infamous Mobile's Detractor song or play it on the pre-stream? Well, here's the thing. You guys saw what happened when I reacted to This Is How You Don't Play. What are the chances if I react to that shit, they don't try to also claim me for shit now, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, at this point, I wouldn't feel safe reacting to that kind of stuff. If I want to react to, say, a documentary from Frederick Knudsen or June the King or Rob Gavigan or someone else who I can get outright permission, all right, then I would do it. I can't react to any of their shit right now. They could, oh, well, everyone could do false copyright claims. Let's all do it. Ha ha ha. So I can't fuck with that. I can't, you know.
So you're gonna show us your ottoman.
Vidar did another $1.50 tip. He says, actually, I'm sorry, sycophant has another meaning in modern English than what it has for me. But I thought it meant a person who targeted people and accused them of extorting money. No, not at all. Yeah, that's actually not at all what it means. So that's what he was trying to say. Oh, well, it's totally different from the modern meaning. In modern English, a sycophant is someone who's basically keeps sucking up to someone and literally will do whatever they can to keep sucking up to them and get favor with them to kind of get ahead or get into their good graces. That's a sycophant today. So think of like a suck up at a job, always kisses the boss's butt, always wants to get a promotion or a bonus, so always says that everything the boss does is good. That's a sycophant.
Yeah, but they probably actually earn their money.
Okay. Huh. Thank you, Ocean Lovers. We're here for you. Stay strong. Always watch your content, old and new. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. A few things. Number one, let's rename the stream.
To give me more money, guys. I've only made $1,000.
Did I spell impromptu or an ottoman correct? I can't even see. I can't tell. So hold on.
You
so
can't see
anymore for now.
You're right next to your goddamn screen, DSP.
I'm absolutely still playing Saints Row.
Wear your actual glasses so
you
you
know,
can fucking see what you're supposed to be doing.
Shit happens, and you got it, like they say, make the best out of the shit sandwich or something. I don't know. What's the saying? It's disgusting, actually. So.
Well, you would love a shit sandwich, wouldn't you?
Joystick clean out, and I changed the thumbnail again, right? Now allow me to tweet out and post up on the community page of what we're doing. Okay.
Where are you posting on the community page? You're live right now.
Okay, hold on. Okay, copy this. Thank you for being here today, guys, and thank you so much again for the moral support, the financial support, all the support. It's all appreciated.
I'll appreciate it as long as you give me money. Ooh, nice, Luis. I don't know what I want for dinner yet. Maybe a couple burritos. I did buy mac and cheese the other day. I haven't made that yet. Might make us.
Okay. Let me tweet. Let me post up. All right. So we're good, right? I shouted everything out now. I did. All right. Are you guys ready for impromptu stuff?
We can be very good if you get it done.
Well.
If you get it done.
Let's get started.
Prepared correctly.
Hello, everyone out there.
I've had it a few times. Usually pretty well done.
Due to all my plans for
like,
today
oh,
being thwarted
God, you didn't get this right.
Illegal actions against my channel here on YouTube.
Illegal actions, guys. It's illegal.
There is something left over.
But you said it was the intros.
Something that we were working on.
Something that someone else made and then you used them.
I worked on over the last. I have no idea why I partially opened my door like an idiot. That I worked on over the last month. As you can now see.
So they were, if they're copyright claiming their stuff
these are stored properly,
that they made,
hanging in there to use. It's very nice. The utility has been added dramatically because we've cleaned out that closet, and I'm really happy about that. However, there remains something else.
It took you 3 days to clean your goddamn closet.
Right. I'm curious.
The closet's not even that big.
I'll go. Clean this out. Let's see how this looks. Ready?
Remember, guys, he cannot move his camera. When he did 25 push-ups in 26 seconds, he can't move the camera, guys.
What you guys are looking at right now is something you've probably never seen before. This is the rest of my streaming setup. Right here next to me is all the equipment that I use to do stuff during a live stream, including my controller, my wireless Hori neck phones, This is the Astro receiver I tell you guys all about that I use for when I use PS5 or my Switch to get surround sound. It's not real surround sound. It's like simulated. It's not very good. It's much better when I get it on my Xbox because that's true surround. But I need that. And then here I've got the bag that my Gunner Glasses is in, my remote control for my air conditioner, my remote control for my TV, and this is my wireless keyboard that I use to update leaderboards during live streams. But what you're also seeing over here is the storage ottoman that's always been to the side. Now, over the years, there's been various levels of clutter on top of that ottoman, okay? You might wonder, well, what's in it? Well, what's in it is stuff that was in it when it was in Connecticut. It's a storage ottoman. It opens up, and there's stuff inside, all right? Now,
exactly,
I've never actually used anything inside of that ottoman since I moved across the country 8 years ago. I've used the ottoman for, like, put stuff on top of it, but I don't use it for anything active, okay? Since we have cleaned up the rest of the office, and this is the only remaining thing to clean up, it makes sense to go in there, see what's in there, test the items, see if they work, and then figure out if they're of value or if they're trash or what I'm going to do with them.
Yeah, good night, 531. Thanks for hanging out.
Joysticks in there for my Street Fighter days. I don't know if they work on modern consoles or not. We're going to find out, okay? And go from there. I'm likely going to end up keeping them because even if they don't work on modern consoles, they're still kind of nice collectibles. But maybe one day I could find someone who wants to buy them. I don't know. All right? So what I'm going to do momentarily is just show you what happens, how it opens, and then I'm actually going to pan the camera back here so you guys can see me actually, like, hold the joysticks. Let me show you how this works, okay?
Yes, DSP, show me how a box that contains items inside of it works. Guys, this is going to be mind-blowing. A box that holds items inside of it. Never seen that before.
Probably can't hear me over there. This ottoman can be flipped and used as a tray. And what they actually did when I bought this, they said, oh, flip and put it on your lap because it's padded on the bottom. So use it as a tray on your lap. You can eat on the couch, put your food inside like this is a dining tray or something like that. You see? I think it's really ridiculous and silly because who the hell's going to eat with this on their lap? It's not very level. You know what I'm saying? But... so that's, they're saying, oh, it's dual use. Use it at the top of your ottoman when you're not using it as a tray to eat. I never did that, okay? But anyway, so that's the top. Now let's see what's inside because there's a lot of stuff in this ottoman, okay?
How much you want to bet you did exactly that? Oh, non-stop laziness because he's too lazy to well... he does the lying because he's too lazy to work a real job. Do anything entertaining.
Okay.
Have you been touched by his noodly appendage?
I think it's alright. If you guys think it's too low, let me know. I can make it, like, make myself higher. I think it might be too high up. It's hard to tell. A little better? Okay. So anyway, this is one of my old joysticks from back in the day. Allow me to show it to you. It is called the Mad Catz Arcade Fight Stick Tournament Edition S. It was a product tie-in with the release of Super Street Fighter 4, which, as we already established, came out in 2010. Okay? So this is a 12-year-old joystick. It is designed for the Xbox 360. You can tell because the buttons are the colors of the Xbox 360 gamepad. You see that? So there you go. Now, this has some features. First of all, it has a door in which the wire is stored. It's not great. If you try to fit the whole wire in, it never really fit properly. It kind of bulges out a little bit. The start and back buttons are on the top. On the front, you got your front face buttons, you got your triggers and your shoulder buttons right there, but you can remap this if you like. The joystick also has some features on it. There's a locking feature. So for example, if you want to plug your joystick in but not like have things accidentally happen, you can put it on lock so the buttons won't activate. And you unlock it when you want the buttons to actually work.
Fancy,
it also has,
guys.
from what I can see, 3 settings: LS, RS, or DP. DP means this is simulating the digital pad on your controller. If you do LS or RS, that means it's simulating the left or right thumbstick on your controller. So imagine playing a game where the left or right thumbstick does something. It's not a fighting game. You can actually have this set. You can use this for other games because it has that ability to switch between what the inputs are. Okay. I don't remember what these lights are for or what they indicate. They don't say anything on them. So honestly, I can't remember. This is a turbo button. So maybe what happens when you press the turbo button, you press a button, you can turn on turbo mode. So what is turbo mode? Many of you might not even know. All right.
Take a sip of sleazy,
I call this out sometimes when I play fighting games, and I say this guy's using a turbo mode controller. It's cheating. So what is turbo mode? When you're playing a fighting game, all right. By the way, this is not censored. Here we go. When you're playing a fighting game, there are certain special moves that are supposed to come out when you rapidly press a button. So for example, if you're using E Honda in Street Fighter, he has a move called the 100-hand slap. And the way you do it is you have to press a certain punch button a certain amount of times in a set period of time. And when you hit it, the same button a certain amount of times in a set period of time, the move will come out. It's a rapid tap move. Keep pressing the button, the move will come out extended. All right? But it's harder to do it depending on the strength of button you use. It's very easy to do with light punch. It's harder to do with medium. It's very tough to get to come out with fierce punch. Okay? When you turn on turbo controllers, essentially all you have to do, oh, I want my fierce punch to be a turbo button. Oh, I want to do 100 hands. Here it is. Done. All you gotta do is hold the button, and the controller itself will simulate you tapping the button. It's a cheating tactic because you're supposed to have skill to be able to hit the button and maintain that level of pushing it over and over, and people just cheat to get it to come out automatically. It's not allowed in tournament play.
Well, you never cheated, dude.
They would have been told to
He swears he never cheated, guys.
Participate in the tournament. Okay, so it's a nice feature to have. It's definitely not a nice feature to, you know, try to use overall. If you're a tournament level player, maybe for at home it's good. Okay, so there you go. Now on the bottom of the
where
joystick,
do you have it?
it's made of metal, and as you can see, the metal is corroded on the sides. You might say, why is that? Because when you put this joystick on your lap, your legs line up with the sides of the joystick. When there is contact between human skin and metal, what ends up happening is oils transfer, sweat transfers, and you're eventually going to get corrosion. And there's nothing you can do about that.
Were you naked playing this?
It won't clean. It's going to stay corroded no matter
Why
what.
were your thighs touching the metal
that
that high up?
Joystick, you can tell I've probably used this one, or my friends when they came over to play Street
Oh
Fighter
my
4 with
god,
me,
can you
probably
imagine
used
he's
this one a significant
naked
amount of time.
playing Street
Alright?
Fighter
Actually,
with that?
It adds a distinct kind of
Gross.
smell to the bottom of the joystick. Now, in the future, what joystick companies ended up doing is they added padding. Allow me to show you.
100% he was naked playing Street Fighter 4.
So this is a modernized joystick from a game or a accessory developer called Hori. They put padding on the sides of the stick. So when you put it down on your legs, the actual bottom of the stick no longer contacts with your legs, which means there will be no transference of oils, sweat, or chemicals between you and the stick won't corrode. Also, the bottom's made of plastic now instead of metal, so that way it wouldn't have that corrosion anyway, so it's kind of like a double way to protect it. Also, just to be honest here, this is very nice, like rubberized padding. It's soft, and it allows it to feel very comfortable when it sits on your lap. That joystick there, it's just pure metal, feels cold. So you got cold metal sitting on your lap, and then you get uncomfortable if you're playing it for an extended period of time, okay? All right.
Well, that's why his headphones always like
I talked to you about
away
Joysticks 101.
from all the oils on his hair.
The final feature
Eats away at
are
his
these little
goddamn
rubberized
electronics.
grips. And the reason that those exist is because a lot of people would not put this on their lap, but instead put it down on some kind of a flat surface, like a table. And if you use the rubberized grips, when this gets put down flat, it will not skid around the table or slide. Especially if you're in a tournament or a competitive match, the last thing you want is your joystick sliding all over the place, and now you're losing control. Okay? So that's what these
He
are.
was naked with only his oily joystick.
Okay.
Gross.
So, we got to take the wire out. No, I've never tried Hitbox. Hitbox is a company that came about in the last, 5 years, 10 years? And that was after my competitive days. I have not purchased a joystick, you know, in that time frame besides my Hori Real Arcade Pro 4 there, which was the era of Street Fighter 5 debuting. So I have never even seen a Hitbox. I know it's all buttons, right? There's no joysticks, all buttons, I believe, to do motions. Okay, so.
No
here's
joystick.
The wire. And interestingly
How the fuck
enough,
would you move?
on the Xbox 360 only, they have a security failsafe. Watch this, ready? What that is a little connector. So, if you have this plugged into, say, a console, or you have it plugged into a piece of equipment like a PC, and you accidentally forgot to unplug your joystick, and you walk away, you will not pull the console or PC with you. It'll actually say, boop, and prevent that piece of equipment from being pulled onto the floor and destroyed. It actually was a concern because people were actually bringing joysticks to tournaments and pulling consoles onto the floor, busting them, because they were stupid. So this is like a stupidity fail-safe device.
How many times did you do
Only
that,
on
DSP?
the Xbox versions for some reason, because I do have PlayStation versions, and for some odd reason, the PlayStation versions, they don't have it. I don't know, maybe they couldn't get it to work with the cord of the PlayStation version. I'm not sure.
How many
so anyway,
times
here you have
did
it.
you bust a console?
The big question is, will this work on my Xbox Series X console at all? I don't know the answer. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to try it. I'm actually going to go plug it in and see what happens. All right? Now I'm going to unplug my current joystick, the one I just showed you. That's the Hori. I'm going to unplug that, plug this in its place, and see what happens. Okay.
Great video game stream. No video games being played. Supposed to be Saints Row. No Saints Row. His mood sure has changed. Yes, almost like he knew this was all bullshit that he set up.
How the fuck did we get this tangled? What the hell? It tangled itself. Okay.
God, this is so entertaining, isn't it? Mind you, he's not done making tips. According to Twitter, he made like $1,000, so.
Sorry it took so long. The wires were all knotted so badly. I couldn't even plug it in. I had to unknot the wires to get a room. I plugged it in, and
Let's make it harder. Maybe that'll make it work.
Nothing. It does not work
Maybe just
on the modern
punch it.
Xbox Series X console. Interestingly enough, joysticks that work on the Xbox One will work on the Xbox Series X, but for some odd reason, Xbox 360 controllers will not. They didn't make that cross compatibility. Now, what I would like to see happen, all right, I would like to plug this into my PC and see what happens. You guys might hear all kinds of weird sounds. All right, we're about to find out. Let me plug it in and see what actually happens. So bear with me here.
Chris says, "Well, you about to bust out the
PC
porn that
explodes.
you were watching?" While making up a story of a false copyright.
All right, get ready.
Yes, he does, Bill Bones. According to Twitter, he made over $1,000 in tips.
Oh, holy shit! It works with PC. It lit up. You know when Xbox 360 used to do the 4 segments around the Xbox logo that would light up as controller 1, 2, 3, or 4? It just lit up. It works. It lit up as controller.
He has not yet. He's still on the
this joystick would work on
joystick.
PC only. I guess it works with Windows. It just works with Windows. Okay. I can't play fighting games on my PC. As I told you guys, I can't play PC games at all. It would max out my CPU. But it's nice to know it does work with PC, right? And eventually, if I do get to upgrade my setup, get a new PC where I can play games, and maybe I choose to play fighting games on my PC, it certainly would be good to have options. This is definitely a joystick I would consider maybe cleaning up. All right, and once I clean it up,
clean.
You know, maybe
clean my ass.
Right? So I guess we'll see what happens. That's interesting. I was not expecting that. I was expecting I was going to plug it in, and the thing was not going to work at all. And now it did. It actually kind of shocks me that it worked. I'm kind of like flabbergasted that it worked like that because I thought for sure I was going to plug it in and it was going to be like, you know, nothing, zero response or whatever. So, okay, well, there you go. So, cool. We have a joystick that's salvageable at least for PC gaming. And by the way, back in the day, there were different kinds of joysticks. This one, the artwork itself is in the top panel, kind of like screen printed onto it, so it's already in the joystick. There's no way to like change out that art. It's kind of stuck there forever. There were joysticks that had stuff inside that you could replace to put artwork and stuff in. I might have one of them. We're gonna see.
You used to do it until you got.
But anyway, that's cool. The only thing.
Right of a lawsuit from Capcom for using their copyrighted stuff.
Taco Zilla just said you can get this to work on Xbox Series X, but you need to buy a converter.
Why would he wash his hands?
Wingman XB
He's the
converter.
pig roach.
Well, I'm not going to be buying that. Absolutely not. I'm not buying that. I already have a joystick that works for my Series X. That's new, but it's nice to know, right, that it could work. And also, it's nice that it would work with PC. Now, here's another question, because this is something that competitive fighters talk about. What about input delay? Because when you're using any controller on a console or PC, that controller might actually not be instantly reacting to what you press, but might actually add some input delay from when you press the button or move the joystick and when that actually happens in the game. And every controller is different, and every console and every PC is different. I'm curious, using an Xbox 360 joystick like this on PC, would it work well? Or would they say, oh, because it was designed for 360, that's going to add input delay, right? And now because of that, now you're going to have lag when you're trying to execute stuff in a tournament setting or whatever.
Well, then use the turbo button.
All right, but that's pretty cool to know that it will work with my PC. Now I'm actually thinking, I wonder if the PlayStation version of the joystick would work, because that I have no answer for. We're going to have to mess with that too. But we're almost done here. What I'm trying to do is store the wire in the storage door. As you can hear, it's not an easy endeavor, because you're basically forcing it in.
Forcing it in, just like he did with Panda. Oof.
Okay. I actually left the end dongle out this time, rather than trying to force it in, and now it actually fits a lot more flush to the side of the joystick. See that?
Probably what you're supposed to do, dumbass.
It looks nice with Ryu and Canvas Street Fighter 4. By all things, it feels like it's working. It feels fine, and it'll work on PC only for now. Not going to use it on 360 or PS3. But now we know. Let's continue, because there's a lot of shit in there. Okay. Oh shit! I hit my camera.
How do you have this much shit in your house, Mister? I have no collectibles according to your bankruptcy forms. Just more proof he lied on his bankruptcy forms when he pulls out thousands of dollars out of his closet and now his ottoman. An ottoman in the closet, he's pulled out thousands of dollars worth of shit he could have sold. But nope, can't do that, guys.
When Fallout 4 released in 2015, so 7 years ago, okay, I bought the Collector's Edition strategy guide to go with it. This was one of, if not the last strategy guide I ever bought in my life, okay? This came with some fun stuff, including, this had a code to get the guide, for, like an e-version of the guide for free. However, I think Prima Games went out of business, so I think if you actually went there, it wouldn't even exist anymore to do. I don't think you could get it, okay? But it also came with
a naked man.
Fallout 4, what do they call these? The bobbleheads? The bobblehead Vault Boys? The different ones from the game as artistic prints. Interestingly enough, these did not come with the game. You had to buy the strategy guide. All right. In order
there you go, guys.
Thank you, Gary BKK, for that tip.
Gotta make sure that half naked man's on top.
There you go. I held on to them, and didn't know where they went. They were in my ottoman. The whole freaking time, I just tossed them into my storage ottoman. I had no clue they were in there. So, did they have any value? No. Are they nice? Yeah, kind of. Would I do anything with them eventually? I don't know. I don't know if I want to frame those. They have zero value. This piece of cardboard, okay? By the way, interestingly enough, the Fallout 4 Collector's Edition Strategy Guide in 2015 cost $39.99 in the US, $45.99 in Canada, 24 pounds and 99. You guys don't call them cents, do you? What do you call them? Pence. 24 pounds 99 pence in the UK, $54.95 in Australia. That's a pretty goddamn pricey strategy guide, no? Ridiculously expensive. So, there you go. I didn't buy the game. I actually got it gifted to me by Bethesda, but I bought the strategy guide. So there you go. I'll probably put that in the closet. At a future date, I'll figure out what I want to do with it, but let me put it in there for storage purposes. Where do I put it? Shit. See? I got everything nicely sorted now, so if I just toss it randomly somewhere, it's gonna I'm starting clutter again. So where the hell do I put it? Shit.
I'm only 45 minutes behind now. All right. We're catching up to where he should be. Even at 1.5 speed, it takes forever to get through one of his goddamn streams.
Shout out very much to Gary BKK for $28 tip. It's good to see you here, Gary. Haven't seen you here in a bit. I hope you're doing all right. And thank you so much for the support. On to, pretty shitty.
He's gonna get
I don't know what's gonna happen.
$500 right here.
I appreciate the support.
With no
right
gameplay on a gameplay
By the way,
stream.
looks like I hit my camera again. I did. Okay, let's continue. We got more to get to in this ottoman. What's next? Sun pack. I think this is pretty easy to probably figure out what's in here. But for the sake of argument, let's take a look and see what's in here, huh? A pretty high-end tripod. The way this tripod works, it's considered I think it's called a gun grip, where to move it, all you do is you depress this, and you can now move your camera around on a ball bearing, and when you release, it locks it in place, and that's how you aim your camera. See that? Pretty interesting, huh? This was the second tripod I bought. The first one I bought, actually the camera's on right now. It's called the Platinum Plus by Sunpack. This one is called the Sunpack Pro 523PX. So, why do I have this? Because back in the day, if you remember, I used to record with cameras all the freaking time, right? And it was one camera that I would have pointed at my TV. But frequently when I did other cooperative playthroughs and projects. All right. That's not good. Why is that so loose? Shouldn't be, but it is. These are tight still. No, actually, no, that was not. This is the only one that's still tight. Damn. So, when I did cooperative projects.
That's what she said joke in there, but I'm not gonna make it.
A dual camera setup. I would have one camera pointed at my television, but if let's say we're doing a motion control game or a party style game, well, you want to see us on the couch doing stuff too. So I'd have one tripod pointed at the TV and another one pointed at us. You see? And that's what the purpose of this second tripod was. I remember I got this tripod way later than getting this one. And you know what? I'm actually thinking in my head, maybe I would want to use this one. Reason being, it's easy to turn, and I'd be able to turn the camera all around my room. But likely I just kept it in storage. I don't know why I did, because it seems like it works fine. So in fact, how about this? Here's something we can do. Can I replace my current tripod with this one? On the fly, during the stream.
Oh, this is going to be a shit show.
It is a nice tripod. This is a really high quality one because of the gunner, it's called a gun grip. It's really nice when you aim it with just a hand rather than have to fuck with all the settings and things. So, let's see here. All I would need to do is raise the central column here up to the same height that I have the webcam at now, which would be right about there. Okay. It's nice and sturdy.
Okay.
I didn't use it that much. Like I said, this was the backup tripod. This was the one that I used for projects when we needed 2 cameras, but I didn't use it that much. So actually, this tripod is relatively unused compared to this one that I've been using every day for the last 8 years in the office. It's pretty new. So let's see here how this is going to work out. Thank you, Kagome. I hope that things will get cleared up here as well on DSP Gaming. There's no guarantees, right? But thank you for this sentiment. I appreciate that. So here we go. Can we do, let's see. I'm going to try to swap this. Ready? So, how do I get it off?
Remember, guys, he could not move the camera to point at his floor to prove that he did 25 push-ups. Now he can move the camera as much as he wants. Amazing how that works.
Okay.
God, what a sight.
There we go. Oh. Oh.
If the... Wow, what a stroke mouth. If the copyright strikes are actually real, he could risk it. But most likely this is just a setup by Superhound and him, if there's any strikes at all. It would not surprise me if this was all just a setup by him, or he just made it up just to lie about it.
Oh, wow. So, right away I can tell you how useful this is. Look, I can move it all around my setup. You can see my YouTube play button on the wall already. You see that? How cool is that? So I'm definitely too far back, I think. I'm way too far back. I need to get closer. Oh, wait, what am I? Well, actually, no. Yes. There we go. It's still different.
That's something you should do, I don't know,
Let's see how this looks.
in between streams to get it
It's
looking
definitely
right.
different, huh?
Instead of in the middle of a goddamn stream.
Angle. The other one was a little bit further back. This one's like a little bit closer. But the gun grip is hugely cool. Because now I can move it all around my office and show you guys, you know, all around the office at once. Which is really nice. I really like that. Yeah. What do you guys think? Looks the same, right? I mean, it didn't really improve anything. But now the ability to say, hey, here's my YouTube play button. Here's what's over here. In fact, watch this. Watch how easy this is now. Look at that. So now I can easily just pan the camera back and forth when I do stuff. That's cool, huh? All right, so.
The cool DSP actually give you $500 right now just for how cool this is. Wouldn't be surprised he has his phone in his pocket right now hiding it.
A good guide is to see that the YouTube play button's just out of frame. That's how you can tell that the camera's actually in frame. I don't think the camera looks any clearer or anything, right? It's slightly closer than it was, just slightly. All right, so how the hell am I going to do this?
How would a tripod change how clear a camera is? Please explain this to me, DSP. Guys, the new tripod, so now the camera's clearer.
When it comes to like the legs not moving and stuff too. And it's less space. This one, the legs were wider. On that one, the legs aren't as wide, but it's still pretty tall. Ah. Kagome, welcome back. He says we got the movies and catching up. Cool. So, now I just do this. All right. So, Sunpack Ultra 7000 TM. Thank you very much. You did me a lot of good work over the last 8 years that I lived here. I think it's time to retire you for now. Not to say that you'll never come back, but you think you've used a lot of work, right? I think it's time to retire this guy and to start to use the newer, more modernized tripod so we can move around and see in the office better, okay? Okay, I'm being told, new update, the Dark Pictures Anthology Devil in Me is coming out November 18th. So it's not coming out for Halloween this year. It's a little late. Okay. I'm very pleased we found that, because this tripod is actually going to help the setup a lot, I feel. Derek, what you missed is that we are undoing the ottoman unboxing. We're finishing up the whole cleaning out of the office. This is my old tripod. Now, really, it's actually a newer tripod, and we're using it right now, which is why it might look a little different. Okay. So this will go in the closet for now.
And he disappears from the camera again.
Okay. So there again, right? And I'll be able to use this on streams and easily move around, which is really cool. So let me make sure it's centered. If I just sit here, I'm looking dead on it. You guys, is it centered? Looks like it's slightly off.
That's right. Keep messing with it. Keep messing with it.
It's about centered. The camera's a little different.
You want gameplay on a gameplay stream? What is wrong with you, nerd guy? There's no gameplay on a gameplay stream. This is DSP.
I hate this idiot.
The camera's a little closer now.
Come on, man.
Now
Do you want to play the fucking
God damn
game?
Yeah.
How's that? That's good. That's nice, centered and straight, right? Okay. But it'll be much easier to maneuver around and look around the office. Very good. All right, now. See here. So, let's continue on. We still got more to do. There's other stuff in there besides just those 3 things. I know we took a while for that one. Let's keep looking. Ready? Okay. It's the strap from
Wow.
a Rock Band guitar.
Congratulations.
Considering I don't have any Rock Band accessories anymore, I guess I don't need this. I guess this is trash. Okay. Okay. What we have here is very different, okay? This is the Hori Xbox 360 style joystick. It's called the Real Arcade Pro EX Special Edition. Again,
More
this is likely
joysticks,
from
guys.
around
Yep,
2010
$1,000
or so.
apparently. Just in
Okay.
tips from what I've read on Twitter.
It's very different from the Mad Catz style for multiple reasons. Number one,
Do a thumbs up.
uses
Awesome,
a different
Jay.
style of joystick and a different style of buttons. I believe the Mad Catz version, which is the one I showed you before, uses a brand that I want to say it's either going to be Sanwa buttons or they're going to simulate Sanwa buttons. That's a brand of button. These are different. If you take a look at the buttons, they're kind of flat rather than rounded. They're like really flat rather
Easily
than rounded.
used.
When you click on them, they have a unique sound. Hear that? Sounds very different than the clicking sound of the other buttons. These are called Shimizu style buttons. And depending on who you ask, in the fighting game community, some people like Sanwa, some people like Shimizu. I do believe Sanwa eventually kind of got adopted as the tournament standard, but a lot of people did like Shimizu, and it feels different to the touch. It really does. That's almost like a satisfying feeling when you hit a Shimizu button, that you're sure it's like a soft feeling when you press it. It's hard to explain unless you're actually touching the buttons and making lots of annoying noise like I'm doing right now, okay? But it's pretty cool. It's much heavier than that other joystick that I showed you, all right? However, it has less features. And what I mean by that is, you can see, this is for a headset. You could plug in an Xbox 360 headset.
Well,
to talk.
this
thing
stream's
is
about...
the
let's see how far
Xbox
behind we
version does not
are.
have that, but this one does not have turbo functionality at all. No turbos, okay?
And we're 40
So
minutes
your back
behind
button
his
here,
actual
but one major
stream.
difference.
So by the
face
end of the
button
stream,
are
according to
different. You notice the
Twitter,
colors are above
but I've already
board,
hits $1,000.
okay? As opposed to over on the Mad Catz, it was red, blue, yellow, green. Excuse me, let's try that again. Red, whoa, actually it's completely wrong. It's blue, yellow, green, red. Blue, yellow, green, red. So because of the button placement being different, this one, you would have to manually remap the buttons most times for it to be the correct button layout. This joystick was not just primarily for Street Fighter. That one over there was, okay? But this one can be played with a lot of different style of fighting games. Virtua Fighter is one of the fighting games that only uses 4 buttons. So the 4 colored buttons would be the one being used for that. Same thing with Tekken. Tekken only uses 4 buttons. So you could kind of program in those 4. You see? The reason why is, take a look at this. This is the natural arch of your hand. So when you're playing naturally, your 4 fingers are going to go right onto those buttons. You see, that's why they did it like that. But in reality, most people ended up mapping it so that the first 4 buttons were the ones you would use the most anyway, and then the later buttons. So it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really have that much of an impact. Also, the button layout's slightly different. If you can notice, there's an arch that goes throughout the buttons. It's a big arch, right? On the Mad Catz, you have an arch for the first 2 rows of buttons, but then they go straight across. So it's definitely a different joystick design. Some people prefer this style. Some people prefer the more Americanized style of the Mad Catz I've already shown you. Okay? This joystick, as you can see, was barely used. There's 0 corrosion on the bottom at all. I pretty much only used it a few times. I put DSP on the bottom to make sure no one tried to steal it. But outside of that, it's almost like new. However, you'll notice something.
Probably knows
Look,
that it's yours
no
by the way it
padding.
smells and all
This
the
was
grease
before they started
over
putting
it.
padding on all the joysticks. So again, you would put this on your lap. It's cold metal to your legs. Like, it's kind of uncomfortable and weird, right? I don't know why back then they didn't kind of figure that out. It took them a while to figure out, oh, people want padding on their joysticks, and now they have it on every one. What it does have, similar to the Mad Catz, it has these 4 rubber stoppers. So when you put it down on a table, it won't skid around. However, the quality of the rubber stoppers is not as good. You can actually see on this one, the rubber stopper used to be right there. It slid over time. So these are not as good. The ones over there, the rubber stopper is actually around a screw, which I guess holds it in place. Here, it's just some, what do you call it?
How the fuck did you
Glue
do your
through the
thing?
stay, so it's not as good. These can actually get loose and come off, okay? So, there you go. Now, we already know from experience, the other one didn't work with the Xbox One. Or excuse me, the Xbox Series X. Just for the sake, I already set up and plug it in. I guarantee it's not going to work with the Series X. Would this still work with the PC? This is a like new joystick. So, let's find out. That was interesting. That was very interesting. It tried. So, there was a completely different reaction when I tried to plug the joystick into my Series X this time. Unlike the Mad Catz, which nothing happened, the lights all lit up. And then essentially it checked with the software. Oh, it's not compatible, and the lights went back off. So power will go to it, but sadly, it won't work with the Series X. Let's try plugging it into the PC. It works. It works. It fully works with the PC, just like the Mad Catz. I plugged it in. It showed up. One was blinking. One is now solid. That means it fully works with PC. So both the Mad Catz and that Hori joystick will both
Congratulations, I'll play on
compatibility
PC.
if I wanted to use them
Play
in the future.
5K.
However, again,
Bet you
could
won't,
there be input
bitch.
delay? There might be some input delay. There's no way to test it. I can't test it right now. Derek, thank you for chilling with me all day today. I appreciate you hanging out, and I'll see you later. Maybe I'll see you tonight. I don't know. Guess we'll see. Okay, so I have 2 joysticks that work. That's pretty cool. One downside to this joystick, no storage of the cord. While the other ones have that storage door to put the wire in, this one doesn't have that. That's a little annoying. The wire's kind of loose. Okay? All right.